Everybody loves the Rasta spaceman.
Hands up, from the classroom to the cosmos. You already know who it is. Baseline humming, engines warm, green gold glow in the norm. OG vibes, future calm, sound system, lift the storm. Everybody loves the Rasta spaceman. From the stars to the schoolyard, yes we can. Mandolin strings and a cyberpunk jam, teaching kids flying ships, real is plan. Everybody loves the Rasta spaceman. Uncle Funk roots with a future scan. Star citizen, mogul, peaceful hand. High orbit, heart, grounded stands. Grounded stands. Grade 5 class, chalk on the board. Teaching hope, not just the score. Daytime wisdom, nighttime warp. Guiding minds, charting course. Rasta crown, cosmic flow. Never loud, but always glow. Drops knowledge, drops beats too. Plays that mando like it's new. We don't flex, he don't shout. Still the real ones know what's up. Good soul frequency tune, just right. Kindness is harder than a drop at night. Everybody loves a Rasta spaceman. Peace in his words, stars in his plans. From OG machine days with the fam. The galaxy's on with a steady hand. Everybody loves a Rasta spaceman. Bass so thick, make the whole room land. If you don't yet, you about to understand. Good people win, that's the program. Mandolin echo through vacuum space. Old world strings, future place. Kids learn dreams don't have a ceiling. Ships take off when belief starts building. Boys, count it up. 3, 2, 1. Everybody loves a Rasta spaceman. But the vibes only in the stellar clan. Teacher by day, starship commander by hand. Proof you can be kind and still expand. Everybody loves the Rasta spaceman. OG heart with a next game plan. When the bass hits heavy and the lights go red. That's a real one dancing instead. Spaceman, Rasta, spaceman. Take yo. He's got beams from Bogota, smile that never tires. On Google Meet from dawn to dusk, the man sets hearts on fire. Spreads good vibes through every call, the people all rejoice. From the Citadel to every block, we follow, sing your choice. Community rising, can you feel that sound? Bassline pumping, the heartbeat of the crowd. From gamers to dreamers, he keeps us all aligned. When choice is speaking, the groove's divine. Sing with crowd chant. No choice but choice if you want your community to have a voice. Have a voice. No choice but choice. Turn it up, make noise. From Colombia to the Citadel, we rejoice. We rejoice. We rejoice. Yeah. No choice but choice if you want your community to have a voice. Have a voice. Have a voice. Have a voice. Sing, wave, drop, shake. Have a voice. Running real life gaming nights, joy in every frame. Handshakes, laughter, lights, communities just gain. From token chats to open mics, he keeps the vibe alive. A legend in the making, sing your choice. We thrive. He believes in people, he believes in us. Bring the world together, yeah, that's his trust. From coffee cups to digital love, we rise as one voice. Oh, because of Senor Choice. No choice but choice if you want your community to have a voice. Have a voice. No choice but choice. Turn it up, make noise. From Colombia to the Citadel, we rejoice. We rejoice. Yeah. No choice but choice if you want your community to have a voice. 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 Everybody loves the Rasta Spaceman. Hands up, hands up. From the classroom to the cosmos. You already know who it is. Bassline humming, engines warm, green gold glow in the norm. OG vibes, future calm, sound system, lift the storm. Everybody loves the Rasta Spaceman. From the stars to the schoolyard, yes we can. Mandolin strings and a cyberpunk jam, teaching kids flying ships, real is plan. Everybody loves the Rasta Spaceman. Uncle Funk roots with a future scan. Star citizen, mogul, peaceful hand. High orbit, heart, grounded stands. don't shout, still the real ones know what's up. Good soul frequency tune, just right. Kindness is harder than a drop at night. Everybody loves a Rasta spaceman. Peace in his words, stars in his plans. From OG Machina days with the fam to Galaxy's on with a steady hand. Everybody loves a Rasta spaceman. Bass so thick, make the whole room land. If you don't yet, you about to understand. Good people win, that's the program. Mandolin echo through vacuum space. Old world strings, future plays. Kids learn dreams don't have a ceiling. Ships take off when belief starts building. Boys, count it up. 3, 2, 1. Everybody loves a Rasta spaceman. Good vibes only in the stellar clan. Teacher by day, starship commander by hand. Proof you can be kind and still expand. Everybody loves the Rasta spaceman. OG hard with a next game plan. When the bass hits heavy and the lights go red, that's a real one dancing instead.
In the dust of dawn, the voice was flame. It called the nameless by name. From breath to bone, from seed to creed, the word still whispers, only believe. Abraham rose when the stars were dim, left his home when the call said come. No map, no land, no sight to see, yet promise burned where fear should be. Noah built while the world mocked loud. Each hammer stroke defied the crowd. The rain came down, the deep was freed, and the ark of faith sailed, only believe. Moses stood where the waters rage, rod in hand, his heart unafraid. Lifted high, said the voice unseen. The sea obeyed what faith decreed. Joshua marched where walls were high. Trumpets cried beneath the sky. The stones fell down, the earth did heave when heaven thundered, only believe. life is stirred. She bowed her head, her heart conceived the child of heaven. Only believe. Shepherds watched and wise men came, following truth they could not name. The skies declared what earth received. Glory to God, only believe. He walked the path through pain and scorn, the Lamb of God with thorns adorned. Each step was love the world can't leave, each breath declare, only believe. The veil was torn, the grave undone, the dark was shattered by the sun. He rose to reign, our souls reprieved, eternal whisper, only believe. They gathered where the wind first blew, tongues of flame and hearts made new. The world could chain but could not cleave, the faith that burns to only believe. From desert sands to iron thrones, the faithful sang through flesh and bone. Their blood became the song they leave. Though we die, we live, only believe. And now the ages speak through dust to every heart that dares to trust. When sight is gone and dreams deceive, the ancient voice returns, only believe. Abraham walked, Moses led, David sang and Mary said, from Eden's cry to Calvary's grief, the word still whispers, only believe. When you cannot see it, still you breathe. When faith is all your heart can keep, know this truth from ages weaved. He chose you first, only believe. Libra.
Syncopation calling.
Loco broccoli bro, 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 loco broccoli, loco broccoli bro, loco broccoli bro, loco broccoli bro, loco broccoli bro. bro, loco broccoli. Broccoli bro, grind, loco, broccoli bro, grind, loco. Ain't no sloth. Work hard. Grind on. Sloth by name but no lazy bone. Play streamer, Twitch on the throne. In my RPG grind, FPS fire. PvP king, never tire. Winner, chicken dinner. Winner, chicken dinner. Sloth work harder, feel the winner. Chicken dinner, sloth no sinner. Sloth ain't no sloth. Sloth ain't no sloth. Hard work, grind, never stop. Sloth ain't no sloth. Sloth ain't no sloth. Sloth ain't no sloth. Blaze fire, reach the top. Grind on. Daily live stream, Contown Devo, Ragnarok Quest, lineage glow, sloth name fool you, but he move fast. Hard worker legend, built to last. Winner, chicken dinner. Winner, chicken dinner. Sloth grind stronger, chicken winner. Dinner, sloth no quitter. Sloth ain't no sloth. Sloth ain't no sloth. Hard worker grind never stop. Sloth ain't no sloth. Sloth ain't no sloth. Blaze fire, reach the top. Sloth. Work, grind. Grind on. Sloth by name, but no slow game. Work hard, grind fame. Chicken dinner, winner sinner, sloth rise, no quitter. Sloth ain't no sloth. No sloth. Sloth ain't no sloth. No sloth. Hard worker. Sloth ain't no sloth. Sloth ain't no sloth. Hard worker. Blaze top. Right up. Never stop. Never stop.
Hello, how are you? How are you, everybody? How are you? Are you good wherever you are around the world? It is me, King Julian. Hello. How are you? Hello, Aniki Snow. Hello, Lul. Lul. Sloth, Throwback, Kathy. Hello, Barry. Hello. I have the man flu. I am not particularly enjoying being sick right now, but it is part of the course. Maybe we should play Aniki Snow's song. Prof. What up, Prof? How you doing? Hey, how you doing? Hey, Prof, how you doing? How you doing? How you doing, Prof? Let's go.
Big brother in the place. Brazil massive. Aniki Snow, big brother from Brazil. Lot of protection, boss keeping it real. T.I. got sharp tech skills unreal. But when the game calls, him take the wheel. Man eat a shark jumping through the sea. I am too ready, account on fleek. Realms eternal, Maluria on chain. Yellow cat down, NFT gain. Feel the bass rising. Hands them away. Raga drop coming. Aniki Snow, save the day. Aniki Snow, Aniki Snow. Big brother massive, steal the show. Aniki Snow, Aniki Snow. Brazil to the world, let it blow. Aniki Snow, Aniki Snow. Legacy Gigi, blaze and twitch and stream with the wind. Aniki Snow, Aniki Snow. Positive vibes forever flow. Aniki Snow, Aniki Snow. Aniki Snow, Aniki Snow. Aniki Snow, Aniki Snow. Positive vibes forever flow. Fury Gaming Guild, Blaze and crew. Team get together, him always come through. Top AGC rank, while stay ready. New petting game, my new body. Laugh under the K, spot the system quick. Giveaway hunter is mine him click. Web3 warrior, unchain him slick. Community king, positive and fit. Feel the bass rising. Brave getting wild. Hands in the air for the big brother star. Aniki Snow, Aniki Snow. Big brother massive.
Hello. How's everybody doing? Are you doing well? Hi, B, hi, Aniki, hi, Werner. Werner. Werner, how are you doing, Werner? Hello, everybody. Yes. Where's Werner's song? Didn't we make like a nice banger for Werner at some point? I know we had a fun one, but Dagenhaberry, stupid being sick. I think we should ban sickness. Let me have a look here on easymusic.ai, Easy Music Generator. Have a look in my library here. Do you believe there's another? All right. Have a listen here quickly. Is it this one? I totally agree. Like 100%, B. 100%. I want to climb into another body. Hey, Shishi, good to see you. Whew, B. Men are so bad at being sick. Well, this man is. It's like, I'm really bad at it. Hey, that Poe. What up, Poe? There's Angie. Hello, Angie. Hey, there's Overlord Underpants. B, I can't not be here. We've got a game to build. We've got generational wealth to create. Obsession does not take a holiday.
Like a light, eternal. In the chat he stands, voice loud and sharp, committed brew, heart full of heart. Like a loud tunes,
Overfans Underlord.
every soul. We're another supporter, Yanni, making us whole. Feel the light rising, love unfolding, hearts entwining. Werner, like a eternal light, shining through the night so bright. Werner, like a eternal You're lekker light we see, boar boy funky, eternally through the streams. You set us free. You brew.
Excuse me. Hi, everybody. Welcome to the Funk Show, where we are professionals who professionally professionalize professionalism professionally. And it has come to my attention that your attention is attentive on what we are building attentionally. And so, nice. Seeing your choice doing one at a time. It's so funny. All right. Did you know? These ones, 1, 2, 3. All right. So this one, T1, T2, T3. Okay. So, did you know that's $500 there in prestige tokens? Man, I've got to now size the things properly again. I'm going to show you some cool stuff here mathematically. For those of you who like to just mathematize things mathematically. Okay. There's that one. Right. Am I even sharing anything? Just make sure. Yes, I am. Okay. There's the T2. Terminator 2. It's in your choice. Handing out those votes. Let's go. All right. T3. Oh. Here's the. Nah, man, stop barking. Got a face ache. Maximus is awesome. Maximus is awesome. We need to make a Maximus tune. Maximus, would you like a tune? Or tunes just for children? Do you feel it's not very mature to have tunes? But probably, I don't know. Let me think how I'm going to lay these things out here. Okay. Did you know? You probably didn't. Otherwise, I wouldn't have to tell you. But did you know that right now, that one will cost you about $10 for a tier 1 store? Hello, Tinker, Twisted Tinker. This one will cost you, we'll work it out tonight, but it should cost you $10 to $15 right now for a tier 1 store. This one, I don't know how much it'll cost you. We're going to work it out tonight. And this one over here will cost you $500 for a tier 1 on CTL. So my objective tonight is to get you to help you decide what to collect if you want to be a serious earner in the metaverse. Man, what are we going to call it? In the Citadel verse. In the I don't know, people seem to get angry out there when you say metaverse, because it's the same, like, you know, they're personally insulted. That's not right. No, got everything too high over there. All right. Is there a grid thingy? Building blocks. What are building blocks? Oh, what's this? What's that? Push that button. Some nice tools in all these giggle and googly things. But what I want is a griddy thing. Background, layout, insert, diagram, grid. Yeah. Just want some lines, bro. I don't want anything fancy pants. Yeah, what does this button do? Woo, 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 woo. Come, let me play you guys a video, show you why. Look at that. There's already 9 different kinds of properties. Are you excited or what? You can say or what, that's fine. Let me see, a 16 by 9 perfect grid. That's what we need. Okay. In the meantime, I will play you guys a nice video. And
online world we've ever played in is built to take our money. So today, we're going to look at a pretty radical idea. What if a digital world was actually built to make us money? And it all starts by flipping just one simple question. Okay, so let's just dive right into this. For decades, this has been the question. It's the foundation for the entire gaming industry. It shapes every single design choice, every update, every single monetization strategy. The whole model is built on one thing: extraction. But what happens if we just throw that question out? What if we flip the script and ask something completely different? How do we make our users money? Now, this isn't some small tweak. This one single shift in perspective changes the entire economic model from the ground up. To really get why that new question is so revolutionary, we've got to look at the gaming industry as it is right now. It's absolutely massive, but it's also built on a surprisingly fragile foundation. The model we're all used to, well, it treats players like consumers who are just trapped in this loop. It's designed to monetize churn. You spend your money, you consume the content, and then boom, a new season or expansion hits, and everything resets. All that progress, all your investment, it's wiped clean, and you're pushed right back to the start to repeat the cycle all over again. So here's the bottom line. In this model, any value a player invests, and that's both time and money, it just leaks out of the system. It gets extracted, and from the player's point of view, it is gone. Permanently. This new model, it completely rejects that cycle. We're not talking about building another game with a temporary throwaway economy. We're talking about building a digital city, a persistent world with a real economy that scales in a totally different way. In this city, the goal isn't to hit the reset button on your progress every few months. No way. The goal is to create a system where assets actually age, where history matters, and where the value players create actually stacks up and compounds over time. The difference in philosophy here is it's night and day. One system is basically a hamster wheel, right? It's engineered to leak value for short-term profit. The other is more like a garden, engineered to hold onto and circulate that value, creating a self-sustaining economy. And this is the beautiful outcome of that shift. When capital circulates, your purchases aren't just expenses, they become assets. And those assets can generate yield. That yield then fuels the entire market, which in turn creates this incredible, virtuous cycle of demand and activity. So how does this whole thing actually work under the hood? Well, instead of creating one single fragile token that tries to do everything at once, which, let's be honest, is a huge point of failure, this system is stacked. Each asset has one very specific job. This structure is designed to avoid the kind of collapse we see in single token economies. It separates all the functions. So you have Funklana, that's your front door. It's for entry and residency. Then you have Funk, which represents production power and commerce. Courage and Grit are resources that basically govern your crafting speed and progression. And finally, you have CTL, which is where all the value eventually settles. It's the center of gravity for markets and governance. Each has one job, and that creates a really robust, specialized system. Now, these assets aren't just abstract tokens. They're like keys that grant you access to different districts in the city. You might start out with some housing in Slumlana, then maybe you work your way up to building a business in Funky Town, and eventually you could even aspire to a legacy citizenship in the Citadel. It's a clear path for progression, and because it's all built on a single inventory and marketplace, demand from multiple games can all feed into this one unified economy. All right, now we get to the real engine of this whole economic model. It's all powered by one simple but incredibly powerful principle that drives pretty much all the value creation inside this digital city. This is the complete opposite of how traditional games work. They just create more items when more players join. But here, the core economic assets, we're talking land, production licenses, things like that, are fixed. The supply is capped. It does not increase, no matter how many new people show up. And this right here, this creates this powerful asymmetry that is the absolute foundation of the entire model. As more and more people arrive in the city, they don't get shiny new plots of land created just for them. No, they have to compete for the same limited resources that already exist. So let's be really clear about this. The value here emerges from organic population pressure. It's just like in a real-world city, right? Land gets more valuable as more people move in. It's not being driven by marketing hype or some kind of artificial scarcity. It's real economics. So we've talked about the economics, but what about the people? This kind of structure has a really profound psychological effect on the players themselves. It fundamentally changes their entire relationship with the world they're a part of. When players have a real economic stake, when they can actually earn from their time and effort, their incentives just perfectly align with the long-term health of the world they're in. They become motivated to contribute, to build, and to actually grow the city themselves. And this is the transformation that matters more than anything else. It turns players from being transient customers who might just leave after the next content drop into citizens. People who actively build and protect their environment because they have a vested interest in its success. So, what does all of this mean for someone who's thinking about participating early? Well, it requires a completely different way of thinking about what you're actually getting. You're not just buying some speculative token and hoping the price chart goes up. You're acquiring a structural position inside an emerging economy. You're becoming a landlord, or a producer, or a key builder of infrastructure. And that position has inherent value completely separate from any short-term market hype. This really gets to the core of the whole philosophy. The thesis here is that the underlying economic structure, that fixed supply, the growing population, the real demand for residency, that's far more important and way more predictive than any short-term price swings. And this really is the question you should be asking yourself. It's not about trying to chase hype or time the market. It's about positioning yourself for the inevitable pressure that comes with growth, especially when the resources are genuinely scarce and absolutely necessary to participate. And that leaves us with this one final, really powerful thought. The most profitable games in history, they aren't going to be the ones that sell the most cosmetic skins. They'll be the ones that host the largest, most vibrant economies. And those economies are going to look a lot like thriving digital cities.
All right, that was definitely the wrong video, but it was still very good. So there we go. This is the right one.
Investing. Today, we're going to basically tear up the old playbook. We're going to explore a really powerful new way to think about valuing complex digital systems, and it's one that looks way beyond the day-to-day noise of the market.
So, to get to the right answer, you first have to realize that most of us start by asking the completely wrong questions. Seriously, most investment decisions kick off from a perspective that's, well, kind of flawed and misses the entire point.
And this is question number 1, the one that traps almost everybody. Will the price go up? We're all conditioned to chase those short-term gains, to zero in on that immediate win. But you know what? That's a really dangerous game. Okay, so if we manage to get past that first question, where do we go next? Right here. Timing. Am I early enough? This whole mindset frames investing like it's some kind of race, a frantic scramble to get in before everybody else catches on.
And then, at the end of the day, it all just gets boiled down to a simple, cold calculation of potential profit. What's the 10x, the 100x? It's such a narrow focus on the multiple, and it completely ignores where real lasting value actually comes from.
But what if I told you that the most successful investors, I'm talking about the ones who consistently win for decades, not just for one hot market cycle, they ask a totally different question, a question that cuts right to the heart of how value is created.
And here it is. This is the question that changes everything. What kind of system is this becoming? See how the focus just completely shifts? It moves from the asset itself to the world it lives in, from those temporary price swings to the system's long-term evolution.
This quote just nails it. The day-to-day price action, that's just noise. It's a distraction. But the underlying structure, the actual architecture of the system, that is what determines its fate in the long run. That is its destiny.
So what does that actually mean to invest in a system structure? Well, it all starts with a really important distinction. You have to understand the difference between just buying a speculative asset versus acquiring a real position inside a living, breathing economy.
So on this slide, you can see the two approaches, right? Side by side. On the left, you've got your typical asset just riding the roller coaster of hype and market cycles. But on the right, you have a position within an economy. Think of it like a tree with deep roots. It doesn't just fluctuate, it actually grows as its population grows, and that allows value to truly compound over time.
Now here's where it gets really interesting. How is that value actually created? Well, it's not manufactured with marketing or slick promotions. Nope. It comes from a much more fundamental, much more stable force.
The foundation for this whole system is a constant, a fixed, unchangeable supply of core assets. You can think of these like digital plots of land, or special licenses, or maybe even citizenship rights. The key is they're established early, and the number never, ever increases. Okay, so you have that constant. And against that constant, you introduce a really powerful variable, a growing population. New participants, all entering the system, all needing to interact with it in some way. And the result of that simple imbalance is exponential pressure. As more and more people pour in, they all start competing for the exact same limited number of essential assets. The demand doesn't just go up, it actually multiplies. You know, this isn't some strange new kind of financial engineering. It's a principle that's been borrowed straight from urban economics. I mean, think about it. A city doesn't need hype to become valuable, does it? It just needs a growing population competing for a fixed amount of space. At that point, value becomes almost inevitable.
So this structure, it doesn't just create value out of thin air. It creates a massive, irreversible advantage for the people who get involved early. Let's break down exactly what that advantage looks like.
There are really two distinct phases here. First up is the positioning phase. This is kind of the calm before the storm. Competition is low, prices are reasonable, and you can build your position without a lot of stress. But then, as that population grows, the system hits the competitive phase. And suddenly, scarcity is real, demand is driven by actual need, and that easy window of opportunity? It's closed. For good.
So this leads to three huge structural advantages. First, the entry advantage. You get in before all that population pressure builds up. Second, the quantity advantage. You can actually get multiple core assets without having to fight for them. And finally, the position advantage. You end up holding the very things that all the latecomers need to function and progress in the system.
See, these aren't speculative advantages. They're literally built into the design.
So what you have to realize is this approach completely rewires the whole investment thesis. We're moving away from just pure speculation and toward a deep structural analysis of the system itself.
We're just no longer obsessed with the daily price chart of some token. That's only the tip of the iceberg, right? It's the symptom. The real value, the cause, lies deep beneath the surface, in the actual structure of the system.
Instead, we start asking about the inevitable outcome of the system's design. What has to happen when you funnel a growing population into an environment with fixed, essential resources? At that point, value doesn't need to be argued about or promoted. It just becomes obvious.
And that, right there, is the ultimate takeaway from this whole framework. The real opportunity isn't just about buying stuff. It's about recognizing a fundamental shift in how value gets created, understanding its logical conclusion, and then positioning yourself for that inevitable outcome. It's about seeing the destiny that's baked right into the design.
All right. Everybody got their calculators and stuff ready to help me? Can you see even? I don't know if you can even see that. Have you got your zoomies and your... Yeah, it has been a trying week, good Lord. Has it ever? Who's got their calcs? You all got your calculators and stuff? Kev, you think it's Tuesday, bro? I see you're also having a week. It's freaking Thursday. CTL. Now, how do I live without you? Oh my word! I'm just gonna select all of these things. What color should this font be for us to be able to actually see it? It's got like any kind of effects, full color, border color. Like a pink. Oh no, that's the border. Oopsie daisies. Text color highlights. Whoopsie daisies. I mean, it's messy, but you can kind of see it, eh? Okay. So, you can see here, so at the top there, that's the cheapest. What's that currently? It's like $1. What is it like currently? Slamlana. 1 mil, 10 mil, 25 mil. There's a place where people type things in there. Let's see this in your choice. It says, B, are you here? Oh, wow. Sorry, B. Hello.
Hi, Frankie.
Welcome on stage.
Thanks. How are you?
You think because you're awesome, you can push me around? Is that what's going on
Oh, I don't like it when you're sicky boo.
here? Sicky boo is the right term. Luckily, Mandy left me a lot of meds. They've gone
Okay.
away for Ahava, and Mandy have gone to her sister for the
Oh,
weekend, which is like a strong end, but like a weak version, you know?
yes.
So,
Yeah, that's better because you've made it bold. We can see it better now.
yeah, put like a black highlight there.
Mm.
Looks quite neat. It's all colorful and stuff.
Yeah.
So now what we got to work out is, so these are different sections of the city, right? And the prices in dollars is what I'd like to work out for the top row and the second row, because we already know that on launch, tier 1, 2, and 3 on Citadel are 500, 1,000, and 2,500. So, I think, B, do you own all of this?
Not the whole grid. I don't think so. I've got
Yeah.
I've got over 250 milli funk.
Okay.
And I've got about 5 milli funk liner.
And you've definitely got a Mythic Champions legacy. So that comes with a Citadel seat. So you've got, oh my word, so you've got 2 tier 3 so far. How much Slimlana did you say you've got?
Just over 5 milli.
Okay, so you've got a T1 at least over there. Almost for a second there I thought, has anybody got all of these?
I think Simon has a tier 3 Slimlana.
Hey, Simon, what have you got so far?
I don't know if he's here yet. But I
I
think
saw
he
him.
was saying that he's got quite a lot of funk liner the other day.
Yeah, I think if I recall. I mean, that is it's pretty awesome. We're making good progress.
Yeah.
So it starts off at 500 USD in Citadel, and then I'm pretty sure if and when
Yeah, so Simon has 27 milli funk liner. So he's got a tier 3 in some liner. Yeah.
well done, Simon.
Awesome.
Now that is very, very cool. So I wonder if anybody's got let's check. I'll ask you. Anyone have all 3 T3s yet? That'll be crazy if someone's got a. So you'd have a Citadel seat. You'd have. I mean, you've got T3, and potential T1 or a bunch of T1s. Well, you only really need. Well, I guess it all depends on how much you like work.
Yes. I mean, who likes work?
Wonder if Jax is available. Let me see. You around, Jax? Well, Jack, be cool, because I feel like talking about this. I thought a T3 in Slumlana was 250 million. General Kev is 250 million in Funky Town. It's 25 million in the Slumlana, because Funky Town, the AVAX Funk is 10 billion. Yeah, Twisted's got 2 of these Mythic Champion T3s. Twisted's climbing towards that Vanguard Vision. Go, Twisted. Yeah, so, well, I mean, yeah, tonight I think the goal here is to unmuddle those who are muddled. Let's see here. So I'll just put you. Maybe I'll do this. Grab this, control duplicate. So that is Solana. Yeah, I hate it when it does that. It doesn't want to turn all the way. There we go. Thanks for jumping on stage, B.
No problem.
It's awesome.
It's nice to have company, isn't it?
Yeah, especially when you're sicky boo.
Hmm.
You become kind of like all mopey. Also, not intentionally mopey.
No.
Control A.
So if I've got one Citadel seat and one OSP seat, so that means that I've got the Mythic
Yes.
pack and the Legendary pack.
Yeah, you can say that. So yeah, you see, you've got the Hero's Triumph and the Mythic. Yeah. Sorry, I saw the legendaries. My bad.
Yeah. Awesome. Hey, Dirk.
The mighty Dirk. Love you too, Dirk. Dirk's amazing. How's your wife doing, man? Yeah. I think that's more or less. Let's see what it says. You have time to hop on stage and speak some Citamax. Maybe we'll see. Maybe Thursday nights. We'll see when Jack is available. Maybe Thursday nights we convince Jack and Gunther, and then we have property night discussions.
Oh, well, that's a good idea.
Warrior Cat. Warrior Cat, where's your sexy husband? I want him to climb on stage and come talk property. Let me see. Where's Gunther? Let me see. Surgery in 4 hours. Ay, Dirk. Man, sickness is really, it's like stupid. 1 million Funklana. Okay. Yeah. Oh, nice. You can jump up on stage.
That'll be good.
Let's see. Okay, where's... let's see. Just keep an eye on. I hate that some of the songs I've named, well, they're named actually after the people who wrote it, so I feel like I'm removing actual Aniki Snow, you know, and then I'm like all sad. Let's see. Okay. Jacques is on his way. Tralali, tralaloo. See, so what we actually need is a website that Jacques is working on that's actually dedicated. So they've set up a company called Citamax.
Mm-hmm.
And what we actually need is the fluctuating dollar value. You know, so as things go up and down, you can actually see the cost of one of these properties.
Yeah, that'll be good.
Because right now, I mean, it's like all the jeeters have jeeted. So we're at 10.9 again. So our community pushed it up to 20K. And then the stinky Solana degens, they honestly deserve Slumlana, eh? They like thought, I can make $1, and then they all bail, you know.
They have no idea what they're missing out on.
Check it, Ziklet. Check them all, scam. Look at them, eh? Yes, like stinky. You see the comments under it. They are like the worst, eh? Name it F Lana. Like they're like foul, eh? They are the cockroaches.
Yeah, exactly midnight. They're short-sighted.
Yeah, but that's good.
Yeah.
Keep selling.
Because they'll have to pay more later, won't they, when they want it?
They'll just whine later because they're so cheap. Yeah. Jack says, "Can you see me? Can you see me, Jack?"
Hello.
Hello. What's cooking? Good looking.
Am I on?
Hey,
You're
Jack.
very on.
Hey, B. How are you?
Good, thank you. Good to hear you.
Yeah, I was just waking up.
Oh, great, man. Did you have a nap?
Yeah, I had to. How are you feeling, Unc?
Well, I was going to say under the weather, but it's been so hot lately. I think everybody's literally under the weather. So,
Yeah, it was seriously humid today.
Have you guys got electricity and stuff yet?
Yeah, thankfully we have some, and we have water now. Thank the Lord. So we're getting there.
Oh my word, man. Yeah, you're gonna have to get like lightning strikey things going there.
Oh, did you get the mouse the other day?
No.
That's funny.
I spent about 20 minutes clearing about 1,000 shoes from a cupboard, and there was no sign of a mouse.
Oh,
they were around.
Oh dear.
Yeah, it's funny.
Yeah, you guys need like a big lightning rod of some sort. Maximus. So this is Jax from Citamax. Come to drop some Cita facts. Oh,
Yeah,
no,
I'll
I've just
try.
put you
I'll
for
do
life.
my best for you, as always.
As is your custom, sir. Yeah, no, I just thought maybe, don't know if you can calendar something with your
Okay,
lifestyle,
but
but I thought
don't
maybe.
believe him. There was definitely a mouse, okay? He says he couldn't find it, but it was definitely there. You have to believe me. It was definitely there.
No. As a man in a house that has been beset with mice from time to time, I can tell you that they are very efficient at hiding away. One moment you see them, like you can all see them. We can all see a mouse, right? Like everybody. It's like 8 of us screaming like little girls, including the little girls. They scream like little girls. I shouldn't scream like a little girl, but for some reason a mouse freaks me out at that level. And next thing you know, I'm Michael Jackson, that bad boy. I tell you, I'm like, hee hee. You know, like, especially if it's a red eye rat. Have you seen them with the evil red eyes?
Yes.
But if you're all
Yes,
scared, who gets the mouse for you?
Mr. Nasson. I summon Mr. Nasson.
Well, we had a cat that used to get the mice. Now we need to get another cat.
Yeah, you're gonna have to get some wildcats, man.
No.
Since we've had all these wildcats, unless Donald's killed all the wildcats because of his ducks. I saw he had a pellet
I did
gun.
see one the other day.
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
There are a few.
Yeah.
No, we definitely, yeah. You see, I didn't scream. I was there with Senior Choice trying to be I held it together. I could have, but I didn't.
You did well.
I looked at it and I thought, and then I thought, no, you're live. Just calm yourself. Just calm yourself. Just count to 3. And then I just took a deep breath and I thought, okay. And then I just told you all very calmly. I was very calm. I'm sure you can agree.
You were very
calm. And then afterwards, I was like, babe, come get the mouse.
Babe. No. Look at. I mean, okay. I mean, I want to talk property, but let's talk rats. So Jaden, my nephew, who is
talk property. I'm going to leave now. You can talk property.
No. You want to hear the story,
I'll take my
Kat?
rats and
Because
my mice.
No. You know Jaden pretty well. So, so my nephew Jaden, who is one of the most dangerous people I know. He's like trained in every possible scary thing that can kill a person with nothing but a pencil, right? And you know, and for good 4 or 5 years of his informative life, he got most of his training from his dangerous uncle Funk, right? All the fighting and boxing and wrestling, and you know, we're a hardy bunch. Well, we were. Now I'm a pansy, but a little bit of a poof. But back in the day, so, and at the time, at kind of our prime, you know, when I mean, other nephew Christopher, he's in on it. Everyone's gymming, you know. We all like a good-looking buff bunch of dudes, and there's this flipping rat in the house. Mandy commissions her husband and strapping young nephews to sort out this rat. But that thing was so big you could put a saddle on it. I'm telling you that it moved the cupboards by itself to see if there were snacks behind the cupboards. It's a big boy. No, it was a nice you know, fatty. So this thing, we have a strategy. Okay, so one of the strapping young men's on one side of the cupboard, because it's behind one of the kitchen cupboards. One guy pulls the cupboard out, and the other one has the very deep rubbish bin ready. What, you used garden stakes? Oh, I thought you said snakes. Anyway, okay. So Operation Rat Catch kicks in, man, and that thing hauls ass into the rubbish bin straight up. It's one of those tall rubbish bins, and the rubbish bin is straight up. We've captured it. We take it outside. Now we think, how the hell are we going to kill this thing? You know, So now we're, as three men do, we're standing around this rubbish bin with this massive rat that's like scuttling around the bottom, and the whole ground shakes when it walks, and we're thinking, do we drown it? What's the, like Mr. Nassen's strategy is just like crush its head, and the thing's dead, It's like, we the three of us, none of us are real hunters or murderers of creatures. So we try to figure out what's the best way. So we come to the conclusion that the best way to do this is to put a bag over the top, get it into the bag, and then smash the bag with the rat against the ground. That's our strategy.
Sure.
Huh?
Yeah.
So
go
we
on.
thought, yeah. Midnight, I feel like such a bully right now listening to you. But now, remember, imagine this: 3 peak male specimens, human alphas, all 3 of us, around this thing. We open the lid. Now this thing is it's high. The bin. It's one of those long black bins. We open the lid, and that freaking thing jumps from the bottom all the way up to probably around about eye level with all 3 of us.
There must have
The
been some
sudden-
screaming.
Those 3 strapping men sounded like Michael Jackson warming up for a concert. Sounded like the Bee Gees getting ready to sing Staying Alive. We squeaked louder than any mouse you've ever heard. And the worst part is, I don't know which one of us it was. Might have been me, might have been Jaden, might have been Christopher. One of us gets such a fright because the thing lands in the rubbish bin that they kick the rubbish bin and it falls over. But now we're outside, right? There goes the rat into the bush. And now the rat's gone. And now we all pretend we're looking for the rat. But oh well, it's gone. So after that, if there was a rat, I'll bring in the professionals. Like somebody who... How do you kill rats, Jack? Do you stamp on them, or what's your strategy?
No, I just well, when we had the cat used to really do the killing business. I just used to
Okay.
toss it in the bush, but yeah,
Toss
if
it
I
in the
find
bush,
one
no?
now, I literally just throw it as far as I can and just see where it lands.
Warriors, like, we throw them outside.
Yeah, that gave me an idea though. Maybe we should do a NFT collection, right? Which is Slumlana Rat Collection.
Oh, that is an excellent idea.
That is a really good idea.
That is
So someone can pick
brilliant
that up.
idea. And it's like a defensive mechanism. It attacks if you don't have a Slumlana property NFTs, then you take rat bites when you're going through. You get
You
like
risk
rat
it.
disease. Yeah.
You risk it for a biscuit.
I'll make them the most evil freaking NFTs you ever saw in your life. Yes.
Yeah.
Warrior cat, no man. Mutant rats. Oh, no. Yeah. No, like looking at what these degens do, they're the ones who sell, and then our community is keeping that market cap at 10,000. Our community is holding it at 10,000, and these Solana Jeter pump.scum bottom dwelling floor sniffer skunk excretion butt scabs They sell, and then they tell us we're the scammers. You're the scammers, man. You bunch of cowards. Can't hold on to nothing. We live every day showing what we're building, you bunch of cowards. Don't worry.
It's fine. It means to get that commercial property now is a bargain. So
Yeah. No.
now is the time to buy it up.
Exactly. We grow our community. Like, I knew they would do that because they got no backbone. They're a bunch of cowards. They what's the term? It's what's that mindset that I always talk about that I can't remember now nicely? The subsistence mindset. Like they're the like freaking poverty, the poverty stricken version of the world is the degens. Like they all got their little bots and they like all little thieves and sellers and and try and make a quick buck, and then they don't realize that their cowardice is what dumps the whole market. It's a bunch of putrid bum, poopy face, head, nostril noses.
Well, it won't be like that for long. Once the Citadel gets going, we'll change the landscape of Web3 forever.
Then they'll be sorry.
Oh yeah, listen, we finally found a really, really good marketing team. Like, it has taken me 4 years. Luckily, I have a history in marketing. 4 years in Web3 to talk to a marketing team that actually knows what they're doing. 4 years. Sell small turrets for killing rats. You need robies for the blueprint to make them. That is such a cool idea. Warrior Cats, Amber's laughing at all your description, your butt scab. Yeah. Amber, the word bum scab is something I came up with at school. Or maybe I didn't come up with it. Maybe one of my British friends, Stephen White, probably came up with it. But that's exactly what those people are. When you scratch your bum sometimes and you're like, whoa, what's that? That's what they are. Not in your bum, but on the bum cheek itself. Not that girls have stuff like that, because girls are just sugar and spice and all things nice and creamy and smooth and stuff.
I can literally hear Amber laughing from the bedroom, which is
yeah. and not a pimple. A scab is way after the pimple. Boys are gross. They are. What are we made out of? Boys, we're slugs and snails and puppy dogs' tails, evidently. Girls are sugar and spice and all things nice. Spicy.
Yeah, something like that.
Yes. All right. So, okay. So, we're still going to do a Blaze collection, but this is what it currently looks like. So, Jax, I was thinking if you're available on Thursday nights, I think we must have property night. Convince Gunther to join us, and we discuss the Citamax. So Thursday night's Citamax night, and then we just, because I think we're at that point now where a lot of people are already holders. A lot of people are going to want to buy, so we can start refining the heck out of the property system.
Yeah, I'm happy to do that. We can make it a regular slot if it helps people.
For shizzle.
There's obviously, there's a lot of there's actually a lot of detail going into making sure that it works well, and every interaction helps the whole community. That's obviously the heart of it.
Can I show that thing that you started working on, that link that you sent me?
Oh, you want to do some alpha?
Do you want to do that next Thursday? Or you want to...
Not just alpha.
I can't even remember what it was, but yeah.
It wasn't the business model. It was some other linky. Or was it? Was it?
One?
I'm trying to find the website one there. There's a business model linky here.
Is that the
Where
doc
did you send?
that
I think I'm in Citamax. You probably sent it to me privately because you didn't want anybody to know, not even the directors. Your fellow directors that you're hiding stuff from, sir.
never?
No, there's no linky. There's yield ratios, which I've shown everybody. Slumlana summary. Where's your website thingy, man? I've clearly lost it.
No, it's in. I'm just looking now. It's in the Citamax WhatsApp.
What? I'm scrolling.
It's only like
What?
10
What kind
messages up or
custody 10 messages up. The one that says custody levels? No, man. Where's the website link? Just don't you want to re-thingy it for me there? Or reply or something.
I'll just forward it.
Never underestimate my incompetence.
Well, it's not that. It's you probably got 1,000 things open.
That's true. So who's got the diligence? B doesn't like numbers. Need to work out what the current dollar values are of these current these current Funk and Funklana and all these things. So 50 million Funk. What's the current dollar value? And 1 million Funklana, current dollar value. Oh, yes, this is the one. Oh, it's a video. That's why. It's a video, Jax. Where's the linky?
Yeah, the thing is, what I built it on, I'm not sure how to give you access unless
There's
you
a
create
share
an account.
Oh, so there isn't a share thingy for it. Okay, well, I'll just show them the little video thingy. Why should I? Yes, these dogs. Flipping. Yeah, I've got such a headache. Well, I got more of a face ache. Anyway, okay, so that's what he's working on right now. So you'll be able to actually have Citamax handling general like sit. So Citamax will be able to handle all of your property for you and handle all your rentals and everything. And I think it's pretty awesome, man. It's like a full-on real estate company.
Yeah,
Go for it.
Yeah, it's gonna look like a if you go to any estate agent in the real world, it's gonna look like that, but just much better. It's gonna look really cool. So we're gonna have probably a screen before the one where you get to the individual properties, where you will see the full rings in real time and be able to select the location. And as you hover your mouse over, you'll see the different sections and the rings and potential yield values and number of properties available. You can also then create alerts for if any properties come up in a specific area or region that you wanted to invest in. So it's going to be like a fully integrated model into Citadel. The key thing right now is squaring off the custody wallets for the transitioning from Web 2 to Web 3. So that's the key right now, because that will determine how you interact. So everybody that has, you'll know at this point whether you own property in the Citadel. So anyone with that level of access right now will automatically be put onto a hybrid wallet, which will allow you to manage your property, see your income, your yields. It will just give you information for growth, for projections, for your high-end, high-value NFTs, your vaults, and everything. So really, it's about providing as much information as possible for the level that you're at, and then as a beginner, because as if it gets phased from launch into the phased model for growth, you have more and more new players coming in, so there'll be more and more demand for various ring levels. So your slumlana ones will be taken up, then there'll be your outer ring properties, and people are going to need spaces to rent. And so that's how the model is designed, so that every phase that's where we introduce new properties will make sure that there is enough supply without creating ridiculous amounts of demand.
Sounds
Yeah.
good.
Yeah, it's exciting for B because, I mean, she's a mogul, man. I mean, if you look at this here, B has got, she's got she's got a Mythic Champions Legacy, so that's a tier 3 on Citadel. She's got a tier 3 Funky Town, and she's got a bunch of tier 1 Slumlanas, but she'll probably work up to tier 2, tier 3 over here as well. So you'll have like property moguls. There, Woodbug. How much Funklana have you got, Woodbug? Let me find out what's going on here. Why is there no thought we were gonna have buybacks every day. Let me see, let me ask in the Web3 chat here.
Yeah, but I mean, right now for potential property owners, if you're thinking about what's the best thing to invest in, really the three key things are going to be your Funk token, the Funklana token, and buying your pre-sale packs in OSP, because that's what's going to give you direct access to property ownership. Property ownership automatically gives you rental income, and that's what you want.
Yeah, all of this is like very limited initially because we focus heavily on who's here first, and so the cheapest route is definitely the Slumlana right now. What is that now? How do I see? Okay, so if I want to click buy, balance, so Sol. So what do I do? If I type in 1 Sol, insufficient balance, I know that gives 6 million. So, I see I can just type here. 2 is 13 million. 3 Sol is 20 million. So 4 Sol is 26 mil. So how much is Sol in dollars right now? It doesn't show me in dollars.
Isn't it about $100?
For 1 Solana? Or are you saying?
Yeah, for 1 Solana. I mean, unless it's changed dramatically in the last week or so.
$78. So 4 times 78. So currently, so what are we saying here? So currently, this would cost as a 65. I love it. Well, it's not cool for all the the short-term thinkers, but like when think how crazy. I was $78 now. Just think how crazy it's going to be when crypto winter's over, when it takes its next big up curve. And we'll be ready. The game will be ready. The Citadel token will be ready. Solana infrastructure on Funklana will be ready. AVAX infrastructure with the Funky Town will be ready. Hey, Symmetrics. So what are we saying here? So let's say 80 times 4. So so it's under $400, right? So let's just do this.
Yeah.
So that's
Like
under
320.
around 3. So let's say under 350 for now. Right, and this one over here. How much is 250 million funk? Anybody bought? Well, B, you've got 250 million funk.
Let me have a look. So on mine it says just over 250 is 478.
So let's say so it's around about $500.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's about right. So a tier 3 on Slumlana is about $350. Tier 3 on AVAX, the Funky Towns, $500, and a tier 3 on Citadel is $2,500. And the reason that it's that wild, let me just create a new thingy here. Everybody stop shouting at me. I know it's very bright. It's particularly for me. I'm like photosensitive or something. My eyeballs is hurting something fierce. All right. Plonk. Isn't this presentation supposed to be 16 by 9? What's going on here? I have trust issues. Anyway, okay. All right. So let's grab this dude over here. It's freaking ants, man. It's ant season. Control V. So Slumlana is like out there. And Funky Town is up there. So let's call it the bottom corner, shall we? I'll put a thingy there, Nana, to show. Let's move a Slumlana over there so that's easier. Right. Funky Town is in that circle over there. And the Citadel properties. So the Citadel properties are kind of, they range from like, they literally like a tier 1 would be in this ring over here, and a tier 2 over there, and a tier 3, whereas Funky Town, all the tier 1, 2, 3 are in the same area. And the Slumlana, all of them in this outer ring. So let me see if I can make this make better sense. So, it's basically kind of like this. I don't know. I just want to get like a pointy. Let me see. What is that? A line. Oh, that'll be handy. It's kind of that district there. I feel like that line could be thicker. Why are you such a skinny little line, bro? The thing is, look how skinny that little line is. format options.
Oh, yeah.
Size. What is this now? It's doing the wrong thing. Anyway, it doesn't matter. Let's get another line here. See, this one here is like from there to there. Can you guys see the lines?
We do, Funky.
Oh,
Yeah.
I can see
hello.
them.
Hey, family.
Hey, Senor Choice.
Hey, B. Hey, Jaxie.
Hey, St. Choice. How you doing, man?
Alhamdulillah. Lovely to see the location of the properties. It's so important to get funk talking, huh? And it's super easy to get it at the moment. So it's the best opportunity to jump in.
Yeah,
Mm.
yeah,
It really
absolutely.
is.
Gaming community is no. I'm not even going to bother to comment on that flipping slumlana thingy there with a bunch of flipping calling things. Scam. Your mother's a scam. Your whole family's a scam. You bunch of bottom dweller. You're the people who live off the rat poop and don't die. Which everybody who knows you regrets. Stand darker, hello. Yeah, that's quite cool, eh? This is the kind of thing we need, eh? Jack's got your back,
Yep.
know the facts.
Yeah, that looks good.
Makes in my head dreams about a funk party where I got to meet you all. Didn't want to wake up. Oh, it's going to happen, Max. Telling you, we are going to imagine this. I've also got some alpha I'm going to share in a second, which will be handy for Jack as well. Imagine this. We TGE, and there's enough money for us to sponsor, like, 40 flights or whatever. Get you all the way to South Africa for a week with your kids. Although Midnight Cats lady's like, I don't know if that's going to be possible. Stick them in containers and tranquilize them.
That would be the wildest party ever because we would be super excited and it would be insane.
Oh, yeah. Jack, we have fun here, man. It's always a wholesome.
There's
just,
always
we
laughs
work-
here.
Yeah. We're a jovial bunch, except for the dogs making me angry. All right. So what was I going to do before these dogs started barking? Oh, yeah. So we're about to. Okay. So this is now quite important. Is we've got to raise 3.5 plus 1.5. That's 5K. And then, so this awesome market. Yes, like, let me just kick these dogs. Hey, man. What the hell? Get in here and stop acting like a hooligan. What are you even barking at? I know what you're doing. You're barking so that other dogs far away can bark, and then you can have a conversation and hear the latest gossip. Freaking dogs. Okay, so right. So we were talking to the marketing company, and we said, okay, we want to do a campaign where, because currently we've got a very active 20 to 30 people, right? It's in your choice. What number would you say? Like very active?
Very active, yes, 25.
Okay, so let's say 25 people. Very active. So we told the marketing company, so this is besides our own internal stuff. Dirk, we got to train him, and the kids we got to do the same with Twisted Tinker. to get him here,
Oh
we're going to
yeah,
have to tranquilize him.
that's true.
um, so we said instead of trying to bring in at the next phase, instead of trying to bring in, 2,000 people, we want another 25 awesome people, like people who really understand the ecosystem, really understand what we're doing, and they said, okay, that's a great idea. Because in one case you're like, okay, your user acquisition cost is like $2 per person, and then it's just a swarm of these same type of Solana Jeter quick buck degenerate rat bum sniffers, or same as on this AVAX, degens or degens, man, no matter where they are, they're like licking the ground. But like or we can spend like $80 to $100 per person to catch another 25 of the kind of people we've currently got. And they said, okay, well, they've got some very good, they've got quite a major key opinion leader on Facebook. It's this Asian lady, and they've got something they called so they call them KOCs, key opinion creators or something like that. They're very, very clever the way they do things. And they've got like some of those who are very, very cheap, also all on Facebook. Hey, Vanessa. And then they've got about 500 people in their own community who are real gamers. So Jack, what's gonna happen next is we're obviously doing everything in our power to raise around $5,000 or $6,000 so that we can just finish paying. We've paid all the deposits and stuff, and now we've got to pay the completion amounts. And then we'll do that campaign, which cost us about $1.5K. And then when these new people come in, the games will be there. This community will be waiting. The land should be ready. All these NFTs should be ready. They should be able to run around inside the Citadel. All of the above, which I think then immediately puts pressure on the different tokens, on the Citadel token itself, on the Funk Lana, and on the Funk token. Plus, there's already quite an enthusiastic Blaze community here. Hey, Rodrigo, how you doing? So, when we launch something on Blaze, I think there'll be quite a lot of traction there. So we picked up some awesome people in the Blaze community as well. So all of that translates to, extra traffic, extra pressure. So the question is just like, can we be ready, with our Citamax website in the next 2 weeks or whatever? And what we need to be ready for this crowd that's coming in.
That's it's a good strategy, because it's always better to have the widest but strongest community at the core, to bring to wider networks. So I think that's a good way of doing it. But in terms of everything ready, if everything can be aligned, we can obviously go much deeper in the mechanics of how it's all going to work and what we need. But anything's doable. We can make it happen for sure.
Yeah, because I think if you're ready to take the whole mystery out of Build side out is smart. Inside out. Build inside out is smart. What's that mean, Dirk? So, I mean, it sounds clever.
It's just smart. That's the conclusion.
That's all we gotta know. Something is smart, yeah. Buddy, what's going on here? So, yeah, I've got quite a bit of work, but the exciting thing is, so we're gonna bring him in with the Katsuyuki campaign. Josh says, first off, what's a T3 besides a Terminator sent back in time to kill you? Okay, Max, let me see if I've got a PowerPoint presentation for that somewhere. What do we got here? Surely I have a nice thingy somewhere for Makes Only Beats. Oh, these are professional promotion. Yeah, General Kev. It's they're very, very good. These guys. It's the first time in 4 years I've actually spoken to people who know building core and releasing to the public. Yes, Dirk. The plan was always build the core, expand it slightly, expand it a little bit more, expand a little bit more, so that your inner core has a very strong understanding as it expands outwards, and you don't have these like bottom sniffing, quick buck degen butt scab, poopy head, poop nostril, buy to sell, gambly, project destroying, horsefly bum, poopy face heads. B?
I mean, I feel like you can write a dictionary. So many names. So many things.
So many things. So General Kev, on that one, we're going to do Facebook first, because that's where this team's, they've got some definites, and then Jason's busy building a beachhead on him and Chewy are busy working very hard on Reddit at the moment. And once all the games are really ready to rock and roll, then we're going to hit TikTok like a bomb. We all need to attack Mr. Beast, show him awesome game, and then he can make a beast game about Citadel. Yes. Let's see here. I'm trying to find. I had something that explained the difference between a tier 1, tier 2, tier 3. Let me see. I'll just cook something quickly. Now I'm feeling a little nauseous.
Yeah, I remember
think I might be pregnant.
About that.
There must be Funky Town, Funklana, Slamlana, Spend Lords, Settlers, Thesis. What is that? Structural value. No. Citizen, no. Demand flowers, unified AI.
Choice.
Yes, Jax.
You need more testers. Is that what you're saying for the game?
Yes. Jason and I are looking for more testers to come and try it out, give some more feedback. It's simple. There are like quests that pull up on Reddit, and then you get ingredients like herbs, and then you put them on a. I don't know if you played Diablo 2. There was like this El Cubo Orádrico, like a cube where you would put different parts on different locations, and you would get a different outcome. So you use herbs and ingredients, and you craft potions, And then you see the quest is like someone saying, I've been having horrible headache. I need to be able to sleep. So you need to start thinking, what potion do I need for this customer? And then you craft that. The Horadric cube. There you go. Yes, Woodbug is a gamer.
She's clever.
Yes, definitely. I said it in Spanish. I didn't. I didn't play it in English when I was little. And then you craft the potions and you give them to the customers, and you keep grinding experience and such. It's been already given so much good feedback from the Reddit team. It's another proof of concept, and it's going to drive everyone to the Citadel. As we know, all roads lead to the Citadel. So, whoever has the chance to jump into Reddit, the link is on the Blaze chat. It's Reddit/r Alchemy Wizard, and give it a shot.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Thank you, Jaxi. Yes, it is.
I don't think I need to get into a game. I've kind of everything that I was playing, I'm not playing anymore, so I need to get into something. So maybe this is it.
Yeah, and I also recommend you to play Gridlock. It's very good. You can pause it. Whenever you have spare time, you continue with your progress. Shekha achieved first spot like after 2 days of grind. It took me like 3 days to beat her again. But yeah, you can just pause progress and get back to it, and it's fun, and it's got all the lore.
Yeah, no one has to worry about the high score when I play. I won't be taking anyone's spot there, but I'll just contribute.
Let's go.
Okay, cooking a thing that probably won't make sense because I don't know who I am right now. Okay, so senior choice. Well, look, I mean, I've been on for 2 hours already.
Yeah, I can hang out with the guys for a while, play some different games, play some different tunes. We party.
I know there's been some updates to. Let me just see here. Oh, good lord, I can't find anything. Currency towers work. Range and value can be set from the data table. Lucille's are registered as healers and not boss knockers, and are hidden. Doksukis are also registered as currency towers. Okay, then I've got to get better meshes and VFX and sound for the currency towers. In engine. Oh, okay. It's only stuff I can test in engine. Sorry, false alarm.
I was already excited. I was like, but on Gridlock, Lucille is already listed as a healer. So Gridlock has the alpha before Epic Games gets it.
Yeah, I noticed in the OSP on the OSP website that they were turned into healers, which is awesome.
Yes, and also the Doksukis are tagged as currency economy towers. Unlike on the Epic Games where both Lucille's and Doksukis are like boss knockers.
Yeah.
Let's see here. Everybody loves the Rasta Spaceman. True facts about the hummingbird. Joshua wants us to share some facts about the hummingbird. Dude, there's StreamYard. I lost StreamYard for a second there. You guys still here?
We are.
Yep.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So here it comes. Facts about a hummingbird. Here we go.
The hummingbird.
Oh, it's this guy.
Hummingbirds are tiny little birds. So tiny that moths are sometimes mistaken for hummingbirds. And the blue jays, you know how they are, they tease, "Where's your pupa?" And then the hummingbird's like, "It's pronounced pupa and I'm not a moth." But if you start correcting the pronunciation of a bully, you're a nerd bird. And they're like, hey, nerd bird, are you going to stick your freaky fingernail tongue into some flower's sexy hole? And to be honest, that one is actually fair. They do have a freaky little tongue. We'll get back to that in a second. But you don't just wake up one day saying you want a deep tongue of flower, just like no one has a to-do list that includes trying to snort cocaine residue out of a shiny carpet. It's just the sad outcome of a very serious addiction. Flowers contain nectar, which contains sugar, and hummingbirds are addicted to it. Jerry, I don't need the phonetics, I can read. But this isn't some hiding a bunch of Kit Kats in random drawers around the apartment kind of sugar addiction. You know who you are. These little hummers drink more than twice their body weight in nectar each day, using their tongue. And this is no ordinary run-of-the-mill tongue. The back part is fleshy like ours, but it has a bone in it, don't judge. The long front part, however, is made of keratin, like a fingernail. And this fingernail tongue grows in a curious shape. If we zoom in, you can see that a cross-section of the tongue looks like two tadpoles that got into an argument. On closer inspection, it looks like a thumb smear wipe of mucus on a windshield. But magnified further, it resembles a fancy reclaimed wood cheese board you got as a gift, but don't use because cheese gets in those little cracks and holes. It's bullshit. However, if you zoom in all the way, you know what that looks like. That is the pattern on a Mead composition notebook, the very pattern that contains a spot that looks precisely like a cross-section of a hummingbird beak. Anyway, you can see that it forms two not rolled up all the way fruit roll-ups. I know what you're thinking, two straws, right? Wrong. As if nature ever does things the easy way. Even if you close the tubes up, they back into that fleshy bit, so no sucky-sucky. Instead, Dr. Margaret Rubega and her team discovered these are flexible mechanical pumps. When the hummingbird sticks out its tongue, it smushes these tubes in its beak parts. A thin layer of water molecules keeps it smushed, even though it wants to return to its tube shape. On contact with the nectar, the whole thing springs open and pulls the nectar into the tubes. The loaded tongue is pulled back into the beak, where the nectar is squeezed out during the next tongue flattening. And this all happens very quickly, 15 licks every second, and they will take over 1,000 of these drinks a day. That's a lot of lick friction, and so this fingernail tongue is continuously growing as the tip wears down. But these little badasses make the most of everything, and even the wear and tear is an engineering marvel. Watch what happens right at the end of the tongue. Whee! It's like a party. The tip of the hummingbird tongue is the ultimate split end. The two tubes separate and begin to fray, sort of like the leaves on a tropical plant. The resulting structure looks like two tiny feathers that fairies might tickle each other with. When this bifurcated tip enters the nectar, the fronds spread out, like a centipede trying to give a hug. This little nectar mop increases the surface area at the tip of the tongue, and helps to get into those hard-to-reach places inside a flower's naughty bits. As it exits the nectar, the whole structure closes back up, trapping additional sugar sauce that wasn't pulled up into the tubes. When a hummingbird says just the tip, you might be licked dry in an instant. Jerry, that's a moth. So anyway, they're out there flip-flapping all over the place, hitting the juice with their freaky tongue, and they're tweaked out. You've been there. It's like cramming for a test with a 2-liter of Dr. Pepper. All jittery and you have to pee every minute. I'm telling you, everything's up to 11 with these tiny puffball junkie birds. And when they're hopped up looking for that next flower fix, their little wing parts are going at 30 to 40 flaps per second. And their heart, forget about it. Well, not before I say it. It's like a speed corset at an EDM concert. Somewhere between 500 and 1,000 beats per minute. Now forget about it. And they run hot. You can see it on this tie-dye cam. Friggin' science hippies. 104 degrees Fahrenheit, which is approximately, look it up on Google yourself, Celsius. Friggin' metric system. Takes all the romance out of measurement. I want my units based on the size of a king's unit. That's what a shitload is. 1 king's loaf. Anyway, these jacked up hummers are caught in this crazy trade-off. If you want to take 1,000 drinks, you have to be quick, in all directions, so you get small. And you can't store what you eat as fat or it'll slow you down. So you end up constantly converting the sugar you eat to energy so that you can get more sugar to eat. And if you stop, you starve. It is a vicious bicycle. Jerry, it's cycle, it's not short for bicycle. So with all that going on, you can't blame them for being a little bit aggro sometimes. And by a little bit, I mean crouching tiger, asshole hummingbird sort of aggro. They can be vicious little bastard birds. It's like MMA, but on a trapeze, and with swords. It's a Jet Li movie. Hummingbirds will often aggressively defend a territory. They have remarkable spatial memory, and their territory can be a long path of flowers that they visit each day, referred to as a trap line. But of course, a well-hung feeder is the motherlode. Jerry, Freud would have a field day with that sentence. You need help. Your background patio is basically a SummerSlam wrestling event, with tiny birds beaking the shirt out of each other. Some species take it a step further, and the males have full-on weaponized beaks, complete with dagger-like serrated toothy things on their tomia, the outside borders of their jaw parts, as well as hooked tips. The fairies don't even try to ride these ones. They're too dangerous. I mean, if they find a dead one, they'll take the beak off and make 2 saws out of it, use them to cut down twigs to make toothpicks. That's how they're made, and that's how fairies put food on the table, and I'll spit in a cup if you say otherwise. These shorter weapon beaks are most likely less efficient for feeding, but the trade-off allows them to defend the flowers that they like the most, sending the other hummingbirds who don't want to deal with crazy farther afield. Now, you can imagine that after a long day of running on fumes, all tweaked out and getting the crap beaked out of you, you'd start feeling ridden hard and put away wet. What is that, Jerry? That sounds dirty. It's about what? Jerry, we don't use that word. Oh, I see. Horse. You're saying a horse. Well, that's perverted, Jerry. When cold or darkness makes it too costly an energy for the hummingbird to keep up its habit, it goes into something called torpor, the hummingbird version of a sugar crash. It's extreme. It's like a did you try unplugging it and plugging it back in kind of crash. Its body temperature can drop more than 40 degrees, matching the temperature of the air around it. Its heart rate drops from over 1,000 beats per minute to under 100. This allows the hummingbird to use just a fraction of the energy it expends during the day, which prevents the bird from starving to death. In this state, the bird is offline and cannot respond to outside stimuli. 2 tendons in their landing gear lock their little bird feet in place, so they can hang on even if the naughty teenage fairies come and tip them over in the middle of the night. When it's time to wake up, it can take them up to 20 minutes to shiver and shake their way up to normal body temperature. And of course, the first thing they do is hit the sauce. As springtime approaches, the hummingbirds start to get horny, and they prepare to do a kind of reverse spring break. While college students fly south to sip on drinks with flowers in them and get laid in places like Cabo San Lucas, hummingbirds leave places like Cabo San Lucas and fly north to sip on flowers with drinks in them and get laid in places like Toledo. I'm not busting on Toledo. I'll leave that to the hummingbirds. Sorry. But first, they must fatten up for the journey. They will nearly double their weight, so they have the energy reserves for these intense journeys that can even take some of these little chubby puffballs across the Gulf of Mexico. Hummingbirds eat insects in order to round out their diet with vital amino acids and fats. Although it looks a bit like trying to catch a fly with tweezers, their bottom beak part is flexible and both bends downward and widens when they open their mouths, right before it all snaps shut. They are not above stealing food directly from a spider's web, while it watches no less. It's the second crappiest thing they do to the spider. After they migrate, they are ready to bump uglies, so to speak, and it's like the balcony scene in Romeo and Juliet, but the agro-musical theater version. Males put on quite a show, little aerial dances where they puff out their gorgets, which is like a built-in ascot. But in terms of impressing the females, the males have one more trick up their, well, you'll find out. With a female perched below, the male climbs high up into the sky above her. When he is satisfied with his ups, he turns around and heads downward in an arc, flapping his little wings to gain speed in a dive that can reach nearly 50 miles per hour. As he approaches the bottom of the arc just above the female, he flashes his gorget and makes a sound. That was an Anna's hummingbird, but each species makes its own sound. The black-chinned hummingbird makes this sound. The rufous hummingbird sounds like this. And then there's the calliope hummingbird, the smallest bird in North America. It does a little barrel roll right at the end. Let's listen. For science, let's slow that down. A little bit more for science. These sounds are not made with their mouth parts. They're made with their butts, sort of. You may have noticed at the bottom of the arc, the male fans out his tail feathers. Dr. Chris Clark and his team put some of these feathers into a wind tunnel. I mean, if you had your own wind tunnel, you'd put all kinds of crap in. Not a baby, not mayonnaise, but definitely the butt feathers of a bird. They found that these tail feathers are specialized to make sound as air rushes past them. Different feathers in different positions make different sounds. Sometimes feathers will even interact with one another. One function of the hummingbird dive is to build up speed so they can use their butt feathers as an instrument. Imagine impressing your date on a picnic by climbing up a large hill, then running down as fast as you can, and right when you pass them, spreading your cheeks and... That is how a hummingbird do. If the female is up for it, then they will rub their cloacas together. Not totally sure how the position works, lots of feathers in the way, but there's rubbing. Then the male f***s right off and the female is left to do everything else. And she's good at it too. She builds a tiny nest from fluffy things like moss, lichen, and dandelion down. To weave it together, she will steal the silk from spiders' webs. I told you. Like a good pair of sweatpants, the nest is designed to stretch as the eggs hatch and the babies grow. During this time, she must protect her nest as well as find food, both for herself and to puke into her waiting babies' beaks. To keep her babies warm at night, she will avoid torpor and keep her little engine running day and night. All of this, and then one day they are grown. Ready to venture out. What was that? Seriously, Jerry, I'm trying to do the ending and you have a psychedelic bird baby taking a shit right on screen. Well, that's ruined. I mean, the point was going to be don't do drugs. Not a lot of them, anyway. Everything in moderation. Except moderation. You do that all the time. I mean, if you wake up and your tongue is in the shape of a crack pipe, like that's a good sign. I mean, it's a good sign that it's bad. The hummingbird is a pollinator. As it sticks its beak into the flower's hole, it gets the flower's male stuff all over its face. Jerry, I can't read this. I don't care if that's how the flowers get all pregnant. It's smut. Jerry, that's a moth.
Man, that should have been R-rated. Rob-rated.
Wow. I learned some stuff.
Yeah, one moment we're talking about properties. The next moment, the mob gets bored and then we have to look at videos. But he's the boss of us, you know. Oh, man. Hello, Rob. Fine, keep your secrets.
All the secrets.
Me, Rob.
It's a punk with you dropping alpha that's not yet in the game. It's in the Unreal Engine. Just now I heard.
Sorry, man.
No, that's cool.
I even downloaded the game.
No, they look, I don't know, man. If you just have a look at them in game, I mean, I don't mind pushing it, you know. I mean, first thing Choice gets online, he's going to complain about how the turrets look.
Really?
Yeah, no, he will.
Let me check that out. Let me see. I'll double check.
No, they're not in there yet, Choice. Unless, yeah, if you have a look, Unc, maybe you've got some ideas.
Yeah, I'll have to load it up a bit later.
No, that's fine.
So I wanted to launch Unreal Engine now, but it said no. Something got hurt again last night. I just have to see what's up. Can't we just have one person with $500,000, Rob? What? How? Do you see these guys that raised 32 million? Like Yuga Labs raised $450 million. Did you see that?
Yep.
Yes, now that is a marketing team.
Look, there are projects raising. It doesn't seem like much like dedicated gaming projects, you know?
Yeah.
But it's like a lot of finance projects, AI projects that are still raising good dollars, you know?
Yeah, they're raising big money, man.
I mean, look, we most probably got a couple of, 500K plus whale bags in the community. They just, they're just sitting on their bags for now. Well, hopefully not crypto bags in the current market, you know.
Yeah, no, they got their money somewhere.
They got their money in gold bullion buried in their back garden. Or doubloons.
Got to show General Kev how those they worked fine before. I don't know, General Kev, they shouldn't have they shouldn't have those machine guns shouldn't work unless it's in a straight line. They should suffer and struggle.
What does Kev want, like auto targeting on the machine guns? That'll be a bit, I think, easier choice.
I think before they broke or before they changed, they used to fire a lot more enemies than just one.
No. They've never changed, eh?
Strange, isn't it?
Yeah,
they've always been that.
Mm-hmm.
Like you need slowing towers to
Yeah.
have your snipers and machine guns working properly.
Yeah, if you've got a upgraded slowing tower, then the machine gun shoots any direction, but in the beginning, it will only effectively shoot in a straight line.
In the beginning.
But I mean, it's been like that since time immemorial. So for those who believe it's changed, there might be some chemical imbalances. You know, maybe choice has been, you know, distributing some products.
General Kev's like very upset that they can't hit anything. Let me have a look here. Let me have a look. I will fire up OSP. OSPgame.com.
Yeah, and remember, like the unupgraded one, as well be the range is like very poopy on them. Huh?
There's a thanks, General Kev. One over there. Launch forces. Nice. Big red arrow at the top there. This is the way. It's a troublesome teen. Okay. I'm being naughty, General Kev. Missing. Nice. What's this?
What browser are you
on? Chrome.
What?
Okay. As long as we've got a machine gunner. There's a machine gunner. Right. So they generally shouldn't. So you're saying they could shoot diagonally, General Kev? Is that what you're saying? That must have been a glitch if that worked. Let me see. I'm pushing play. Because, I mean, it never worked for me diagonally. You'd hit one or two, which is by design. We wanted it so that you had to slow them down to use... Look there. See? Yeah. Yeah. Send us your hacky video recording so we can see how you were hacking. That, I mean, that must have been some kind of miracle, not miracle, but
well, I mean, it depends if they've got that little slow symbol, the little foot symbol, and they are slowed, then the machine guns can shoot at them from different. But if there's no slowing, then they do pretty much what Funk's showing now. They just shoot all over the place.
Yeah, so by design, they're supposed to need a slowing tower, or you have to put them like in a straight line. General Kev is gonna fetch an entire team of camel riders because yeah, this is wave one.
We've got to have a look at the
it's wave
difficulty.
3 now. We're gonna look at
the difficulty scaling on grid when we can.
Yeah, it's always been quite difficult. We do need a, but I think we just need like committed balancing team. But I mean, look, this is not supposed to be the first thing you do. You're supposed to go through a tutorial, which we're still working on. I can show you. Check here, Kev. Let me find that tutorial thingy. Dagnabbit.
What does that red message say on your screen?
It says someone needs to give us $500,000. No, it says cannot redefine property Ethereum at Chrome extension.
That's your. There's something wrong with. I think it's. Have you got more than one like wallet extension in Chrome? Like a MetaMask and a Phantom and something?
No, I've got a Phantom and a Rabbi, and I'm connected to the Rabbi.
And is the other plugin active? Like, are both enabled? Because I know that sometimes causes trouble, but there should be a way to
I can
bypass
refresh.
it.
Let me see what it does. Wave one. Yeah, you should just need machine guns, Kev. That's a definite balance issue that we never got to fix properly. Oh, yeah. See, I've refreshed, but it's still missing.
It's very odd. I think when you show the game, we'll create you a pre-recorded PowerPoint presentation.
Yeah, everything breaks when I'm showing it. That could though be maybe it was a different wallet that I was showing.
That's what I'm thinking, because I know like on mine, if I have both wallet extensions active, like the Ethereum one and the one I use for the game, if both plugins are active, then it gives me problems sometimes, So I have to disable like whatever the Solana one. I actually disable the plugin or the add-on, but there should be a Cody way to fix that. Has B finished this version of Grid yet? B, have you finished it?
No, I haven't finished it. I'm actually playing right now.
I got close to finishing it a couple of years ago.
Yeah.
Yeah. How long did you play for that time? It was like 5 days.
Oh, yeah. Wow.
I can't remember what level.
Yes, I do want to launch. Look at it. There's that red thing again. Come on.
Don't we have to change it to packing loadouts?
Packing, yeah, maybe that'll fix it. Okay, Kev, let's see what it does now. Robert's Thursday. Come on.
Yeah. B, seeing that you know some people with like golden jets and stuff in your first world country.
I do.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
I mean,
what is
look, it doesn't have to be Unk. It doesn't have to be $500,000. It can be £500,000 or €500,000, you know.
Yeah,
Any
exactly.
currency will do.
Well, not any, because if we say R500,000, you know, it won't get us very far.
Hmm.
Yeah. Dude, no, I don't know. Like, none of my slowings, nothing works.
Just check if you click on one that's a slowing. Does it let you place it?
Missing. Let me place the empty box.
Yeah, it should still work, but I'll see B, and you can see all your NFTs at the moment.
Yeah,
So good.
this error happened to me probably a week ago, and then since then it's been fine.
Kev, you think you got problems? I don't even, my cards aren't even coming through.
It's so weird. Unless you've got some cryptic browser caching issue, because this is like that bug we fixed when be over a week ago.
Yeah.
It's weird. I don't know, Funk, you got some skills there, brother.
I don't know, man. It's upsetting. Every time. This is taking my attention away from my problems. Jeez. Operation Shave Your Face. So on the edit, on the Rothborn edit, yeah. So the next step really is just to show off the stuff. Yes, the marketing team, yes, those guys were impressed with our video. So at least my video was impressive to them. You people might not appreciate my editing skills, but they did.
You just got to show it all off.
Yeah, I imagine seeing it for the first time would be pretty cool.
Yeah, definitely.
I mean, we watch it every day while it gets a little bit of... I mean, this is awesome, man.
So good.
Look at that. And it's the same guy. See, it's the same dude. Let's have a look here.
Can you play it so far?
I can.
Yeah.
You got sound?
I have here. Let me just check.
They took our names. They took our blood.
You got the music? Okay.
Yeah.
They took our children. Home's gone. Dawn dawn. Creel's cold. Stars burn. No grace. No peace. Only echoes between seconds. We follow the script. Through time, through flag. We follow the script.
Oh.
Mm-hmm.
It's all frozen everywhere.
Is it frozen?
Replay.
So you want to replay? Is that what you want? Fine, I'll replay it. I think I'm scared. I'm not scared. I'm not scared to replay anything. I'm fine.
children. Home's gone, dawn dawn, Creel's cold, stars burn, no grace, no peace, only echoes between seconds. We follow the script. We follow the script. No sleep, no air. Flesh forged, steel prayer, grief wired into bone. Millions begged, few survived. What lived was right. We follow the script. That's God's, that's death. We follow the script until nothing's left. The thing that hurts forgets. We remember. For our family, for the law, for the children.
So good.
Exactly. That's what I was trying to say.
So impressive.
I love the fact that we're going to be able to play those characters. Hey, Jax? Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's seriously cool, man.
AI. Just how much money would a video like this cost 3 years ago? Hmm? Right, so the question is, how do we raise $5,000 tonight? I mean, what do we do? Who do we speak to? What do we... Rob, where are these people with the millions that are giving these other people millions? Are we hanging out in the wrong circles?
I mean, that's a good question. Where is they? You know, where is they hiding?
So, like, there's like a cleverness. There's a, I don't know. There's like a cleverness where these, you know, like where, who do they speak to? Do they go into a Dubai office somewhere? Do they? Is there someone in the chat who knows where these guys get the Boku monies? Like, where do they get these awesome budgets, man? Just imagine what we'll do with that kind of money. So what are these people? I'm trying to figure out what do they do with all that money? Like 32 million, 25 million, 450 million. What do those people do with that kind of money?
Is that what they're getting at one time?
That's what they were getting, yeah. And
Wow.
they wasted it. No games came out of it. Like terrible. There must be such misappropriation of funds, such wasteful expenditure, like out and out theft.
Sounds like South
Yeah,
African government.
But that's what's affected, I think, especially what we saw last year is the VC's appetite for direct Web3 gaming is like dead because, you know, they've lost so much money that they're not seemingly going to recover in these projects, you know?
Scammer fatigue.
But yeah, like still quite a lot of kind of VC money is going into like AI platforms and, you know, financial trading platforms.
Yeah, the money's there.
We just launch like a DEX in the game and then we fund the DEX, you know?
AI DEX, a DIKES.
An AI super futuristic Terminator 2 DEX, you know?
So in your choice, you've been in Web 2 the whole time. Where's all the money? Web 3, I mean. You've been in Web 3 for like 12 years. Where is it?
My mute, my bad. So, Funky, I've been surprised because back in the days, companies like Animoca would give $5 million to a gaming guild with no business model, with no nothing but a pitch full of hopes, and they will give upwards of $5 million and never ask for a penny back. I was like, how is a company giving $5 million to a project and doesn't even follow up on their investment? I was part of the Animoca Brands group, and they never ask for a cent back. We're just like, how are you guys doing? We can enter you here, we can enter you there. We have an event here, we have an event there. There's gonna be a meetup in here and a meetup in there. What other connections you need? It's insane. It's just insane, Funky.
Do you still have friends at Animoca?
The people that used to work at Animoca is no longer working there, but they still have connections. Like there was Joyce, and there was people that was working closely with the running ecosystem too. There was Leah Callum that was behind this project of crypto unicorns that was also like trendy and making noise. Blockchain Gaming Alliance and Animoca had close relationships because Sebastian Borget was pretty close with the Animoca ecosystem. So Sandbox and Animoca had like this close relationship. But the official leader Animoca hasn't changed, but they did invest millions on gaming, Funky, millions. And you know, when people would come to the Web3 space and bet the project, they'll be like, okay, who's the backer? if the backer is like Pantera Capital or Animoca Brands or uh, you know uh, Gaming Griffin Partners, they're like, okay, this is a project that is promising, because they expected that the VCs would only put their money on projects that would deliver. But then uh, every tuck and bleed to death, people milked everything that was profitable left and right. And obviously, like you said, it was the misuse of the funds from the dev teams and the trap of the space. A lot of opportunistic people came out with marketing agencies and would say, "I'm an expert marketer. I'll promote your project." They will boot your X account to 100,000, 200,000 bots, and they're like, "Wow!" And the business will be like, "Wow, that project's got 200,000 community members, 200,000 followers. Like that's the project." But it was just, you know, vanity metrics and
Yes, scumbaggery.
yeah, battery to do things. But it's just like the industry was so early that no one had a playbook, so people was creating playbooks just for the sake of getting profits. Playbooks that were not proven, models that were not proven, uh, and indeed just the intention of taking advantage of the good conditions and the inflow of liquidity to walk away with it. So yeah, like founder of Liberty, he used to fly like almost every 3 days from one country to another. Either he was on the mountains on Nepal, or he would go to Dubai or back to Russia, sometimes Spain, sometimes Greece, sometimes the Maldives. And sometimes he was like telling me, like, Choice, I need to bring you with me because you're the soldier who's gonna, fight the battles. In the end, he wanted to put me like on the leadership because the one of the guys from Russia, probably his friend, walk away with the grant from uh, the sandbox, half a mil. Half a mil, not Colombian pesos, not rands, $500,000.
Jeez.
And he was nowhere to be found. And he said, I'm taking legal actions, this and that. Nothing was done. And then that's when Oliver sent the resignation. You've had some chats with Oliver. And then I was like, okay, no, I'm not gonna destroy my reputation here. I appreciate the relationships. I appreciate the people I met, the connections with different businesses. There was Magnus Capital, there was Pluto Digital, but sadly, Liberty burnt those bridges hard because they just, when missing in action, like total responsiveness from anyone in the team, everyone was just like gone. And investors just got tired. Like, there's only so many messages you can send on a group when you realize that nobody's responsive. Like what happened to us with this provider that we had for what was it? Like to display NFTs or something. They then just disappear, and we
Yeah.
had to relaunch. That's what happened with most projects. It's like you're like, okay, this is the partner. We have them. We're working together, and out of nowhere, it's like we're stopped. We're ceasing operations. We're gone.
It's crazy, man. Huh?
Yeah, $500,000 is insane, funky. After $5 million of investment, I mean, yeah, it's fine. You like to travel, you want to homeschool your family, you can afford cool, but isn't that the money supposed to be used to deliver a product, to build something, not just to, live the life? I mean, you deserve it, you earn it, you raise it, but have a purpose. I think that's what the industry was lacking mostly. Was lacking the right reason. Was lacking real purpose. And then people that saw the opportunity got infected with the virus of this is a casino where I can uh, come with nothing and walk away with something. So majority of the people that saw potential just became extractive, and then it just became the game of which project is milkable now. So we will go and milk that project, and once we destroy it, we will go after the next one. And even guilds were aware of it, and they're like, okay, scholars go to this project this month. Okay, token is not profitable. Scholars go to that project next, and then like the whole ecosystem will just like auto destroy itself because partnerships and And companies that were supposed to uplift and benefit one another were just eating each other alive to see who would grab cash faster.
Yes, like yeah. When it comes to money, some people have got no conscience. Anyway,
That's it.
Well, look, I mean, we keep building, we keep building, we keep building. At least we know what we've built. You know, we would have done without thievery, scumbaggery, bumpery, dumpery, humpery, schnunkery.
Funky, Citadel and OSP are delivering, I would say, more than 99% of the projects that ever build on Web3. We nowhere close to 5% of what those projects raised. So, like you, I don't know where are the investors. I don't know what's happening with the VCs. I don't know what's happening with the people that has, two eyes and able to see the sun. That they haven't come over and say, "Hey, here's our money. You guys are the real builders. You guys are the ones that been here through bulls and bears, and you are delivering something, not just delivering something, but doing it publicly." So I ask myself the same question, and it's just like you were saying, the after scam syndrome is the mindset that you always talk about. Is like, since they had a bad experience with their ex, now they want to bring it to the current or future relationship. So they're like, oh no, we got scammed with Web3 founders, with Web3 startups and projects. We're not going to invest in them anymore. And they don't realize that it's not everyone. It's just all of the scam poop nostrils bantaboot
Yeah,
that they backed at the beginning.
I think that once you you achieve a certain level, like I think first off, the infusion system, that's going to be massive. I think that's going to be massive, and then obviously being able to play with those infused cards in the different games, especially mobile, which is Echo Full. That it gets you to a certain place where you're generating metrics, and then I think some of the investors, the VC who've been hurt previously, their eyebrows will go up because it's about scaling. I mean, all my family, the wealthy side, they're only interested in scaling. They don't even want to take out $2 until they see an example of scaling. And because they all do forensic audits, all of them, they do due diligence and forensic audits before they do investment. And if a company is not earning yet, they don't invest based on potential. They invest based on earnings. So the cool thing is, all of us are in early. We've got really strong financial positions. If you're holding 0.1% or geez, B, are you? So you got 2.5. No, what have you got? B, you got a Citadel and a game.
Yeah, so I've got a Citadel seat and an OSP seat.
I mean, that's a very strong position, eh? That's like crazy.
You made me do it. You made me believe.
I made you believe. You
Yeah.
and made an intelligent decision, not like these cheater, bum sniffing, bottom
No.
end, bantapudu,
I mean,
Solana.
so your choice is right. These people have come in and they're not here for the long term. They're not here to build the game. They're just here to get the money and go. And they've ruined it for the people who genuinely want to build. that genuinely want to be here and change people's lives. So yeah, the money needs to come from somewhere.
Yeah, so why not our kidneys, you know?
Why not? And our neighbors.
And our neighbors' kidneys.
They
Well, I
will
mean,
they will see us soon, Funky. Exactly like you say, when you scale,
Yeah.
when we become impossible for them to not look at, then they're gonna be like, yes, you have been the one.
yes.
Then they will
Here's
be
the
like,
money.
how did I miss you so early? How did I
Yes.
overlook you?
Yeah, exactly.
Hmm.
It's like, well, I mean, the next that's what we've got to like brainstorm now is like, so current, let's call it current core. We're gonna do something that solidifies like a ranking system or something, you know, like the OG, anybody before this date, you know, registered before this date. And then the next wave comes in, which is what we're going to focus on now. And then there'll be a special something for, you know, so it's early series 1, early series 2, early series 3, early series 4, whatever, you know, something like that. Yeah, seniority. That's it. Not cast lady. So your next bunch come in and they got a lot to catch up on. So they, that's where these websites, like what Jax is working on the property website's got to show all the land and stuff. That's why it's just brainstorming. You know, if you've got like everything with the Robies, we have to have like this completionist slotting system. Rob, can we do that with a vibe code?
I need a few more words, sir. One or two more. A completionist slotting system. So
yeah,
you're saying like
categories for early adopters, early
for
birds,
all the NFTs or what?
Yeah, everything that exists that everybody, you know, like you want to slot in one of each. Like, yeah, can you see this thingy that's on screen?
But like a one of, meaning
Yeah,
if they
so
have one Roby, any Lucille, any.
well, it would be like properties. So it's a slot for every property, you know, like in Destiny 2, how you get those. What was it? The one that I loved the most was the blacksmith, you know. You know, you had to do 10 million things. What was yours? Yes, you were running around with some sweat lord title. Can you remember?
I have them. Well, I had most of them, except
Yeah.
the PvP ones. Mine was what was it? Conqueror.
Yeah, because you did like
Conqueror times 1 million.
Yes.
I got Conqueror every season, which was like all the GMs on all the classes, all the subclasses, you know, doing GMs.
So that's the thing, you know. So your completionists would try and get like one of everything, and like, so new people come in, they can see, okay, first thing they need to do is they need to track down a Lucille, they need a Funkette, they need a Funky, they need a
so
one of the
we do have that with Collabland, right? To an extent. I don't know if everyone's got their B. Have you got your Collabland stuff set up on the Discord?
Yeah, I have. I don't know how up to date it is.
Well, that works like once you connect your wallet, it works automatically. So those are those ranks funk that we have, like if you have X many funkies, funkettes, X many this, X many that.
How
So
do I find
I'm sure we can do.
Operation Safe Place on Collabland, or was it only on Discord?
That's only on Discord.
Yeah.
So if you go into the channel on the Discord, once you've done the verify, if you've verified your wallet, then it automatically assigns you to all those roles. The roles, I think, are in the announcements.
Yeah, they come up when you verify it. Like I'm doing it right now. I'm updating it. It will say it just above where you've clicked on use connected wallet, and then it should come up somewhere else as well, but I'm not sure where.
It give you roles.
I think it's in that roles channel. Then it'll show you all your NFT roles, Funk. But we do need a visual of that, because I think the announcement explains it, but it'll be nice to visually see all the things,
Woodbug says, I forgot it. The Y-axis invert doesn't seem to work in game. Is that supposed to be a working feature? I don't know. What's a Y-axis invert? Woodbug, she says.
Speaking side, is she talking about settings for the mouse, or?
You'll have to use some more words, Woodbug. We're not clever. Well, I'm not clever.
Yeah, I think she's talking about the options settings menu, Funk. But there's quite a lot of those that are not.
So
we actually need to disable the ones that are not, working.
In my channels and roles, is that where it is? Channels and roles.
If you verified your wallet, it should be in channels and roles. Yeah.
Where do I verify my wallet?
You have to go to the Collabland.
I've got to go to Collabland. Right.
So, Rob,
I think there's a command.
The channel is called Verify Holders, yes. And then there are 2 messages from Glitch Viking. You unhide the first one, and then the second one is a Collabland. So you click Let's Go, connect your wallet, and it will read the NFTs you have. But I don't think that there is a role.
I didn't hear any of that.
Okay. So the Citadel Discord, then there is announcement, mini announcements, Twitter rate, and then Verify Holders.
Jeez, there's a lot of chats I haven't seen.
Yes. So announcements, mini announcements, Twitter rate, verified holders. It's like the 4th channel in the Citadel.
So you got Citadel stage. So I see server guide, events, channels, roles, members. Then I see Citadel stage. And then under that, welcome, rules about Citadel, FAQ, explainer videos, official links, notification roles, holder roles. Now
verified holders.
Twitter verify. I see it. Okay.
Verify holders. Yes.
Oh, I thought Labland didn't work anymore.
There is a message from, like, it's hidden for some reason, but yeah, you unhide it, and then they see the Collabland notification asking you to Let's Go.
Okay. I'm verifying update terms. Got it.
Yeah, because we have quite a lot of NFT roles already. But I think Choice needs to make us a visual so the community can see, like, visually what they need to do for what roles, because it's like X number of this, X number of that,
Yeah.
I don't see Rabbi. I only see MetaMask.
There's also no roles for Robbie holders, so we need to craft that as well. No, Robbie did not get that role on Discord.
Yeah, you should get that done, Choice. I agree.
Yes. And there was a place where let me look for it, where it was announced which roles you would earn doing what. So it was already stated by Papa Bear. Just looking for the place where it was posted.
think that's in the roles channel? Or it was an announcement?
Yeah, let me check.
Or it's in the verified channel?
Yeah, so what we need is like a player profile on Citadel itself, and somewhere there. I don't even have Steam installed here, but
Yeah, the issue with Collab Land is, as far as I can see, I did ping them a message as well, is they don't have like a way to display those roles outside of Discord. But I'm sure we'll be able to do our own thing with Turd Web or Alchemy or somewhere, because we read the wallets anyway. You know? So we can definitely do something with the NFTs because we read the NFTs. I'm just not sure about the grits and, slum lanas and funk lanas and Bitcoin lanas.
Yep, it is on holder roles. It's all of the collections and the roles you'd get based on what you own.
Yeah, but if there's roles, we need the choice. You just need to ping Jose on what the roles.
Do you use a mouse like it's an airplane? Do you go up for down and down for up and that kind of thing? My boyfriend plays all games that way. What? So when he pulls the mouse backwards, it goes up, and when he pushes it forward, no. When he pushes it forward, when he pushes it forward, it goes down, and he pulls the mouse back, it goes up. That is some nerd level there. That's like.
No, he's a flight sim bro.
Yeah, he's
flight
a flight
simulator guy.
Yeah.
Most likely.
And then he just got used to it. Yeah.
I don't think I've ever tested the mouse inversion in the game.
Doksuki, unknown role, ninja, samurai, sensei, Doksuki, god, Lucille Pax, pack holder, pack collector, pack elite, pack connoisseur, funkies, little funky, yeah. Woodbug, sorry, man. Yeah, we got to figure out how to fix a lot of the things that need fixally.
Rob, is Papa Bear able to create a role for Robbie holders so it's verified through Collabland?
What do you mean, Robbie holders?
The Robbie collections, the alphabet of the Citadel.
Robbie.
Yeah, Robbie.
Rabby is a wallet, sir.
My pronunciation, sir. Robbie collection, not the rabbits, the Robbie.
I think, well, yeah, I've also got access to Collabland. Jose has. I think it's not sure if it can be multi-chain, but the Robies, you can definitely do some for the Robies.
Fine. And if we want Solana holders, Funk Lana holders to have a role as well, like they do with Funk holders, because Funk token is Avalanche and Collabland is pulling the information. It should be able to pull from Solana.
I'm not sure. You'll have to check with Papa B.
Perfect. I'll have a chat with him in.
I mean, these things should, once we release new things, there should be roles for these new things. But that's, I guess, in an ideal world, Funk, where things happen autonomously.
Well, we have to brief people. If people thought for themselves, they'd be the boss, It's always
I guess so.
Miracle when someone thinks for themselves. I'm always like,
or we just got to write a memo. If we launch new something, make sure there's a role.
Yes, yeah. No, look, I mean, I get so excited when people do things proactively. Like General Kev and Buddykins are notoriously proactive. I'm just like constantly surprised, you know, like, wow. Whenever I see someone do something proactively, it's like, someone just bought 1 million Funkliner like
Woohoo!
40 minutes ago. Who was that? Who was that?
That's awesome.
And another million just before that. Oh no, I don't think it's us. I think it's because it's two different wallets. I think it's dumpers. Please, man. How do we hide this from these people?
I mean, the one 1 hour 23 minutes ago was me.
Oh, nice. So that was you.
But I don't know who the
Okay,
most recent
good.
one is.
So you bought 1 million there. Nice, good job. Yeah, Magic says you cannot. Man, I
So
like. Yeah,
B could have triggered a sniper.
Yeah, maybe.
yeah.
That's how they work, folk. Those
Yeah.
bots.
So she
Always
bought 1 million,
watching.
and then that thing bought 1 million.
To
Matches, yeah, because of
potentially
a private coin, yeah.
a private coin that no one can trade.
Yeah, well, like somehow only our people, you know. I don't know, like some kind of jump through 5,000 hoops before you can buy or sell, you know, like I don't know. Yes, like because it's terrible, like watching what these scumbags do, you know. It's genuinely. I mean, that huge red candle there the other day. That thing, or yesterday or the day before, I asked Joey, "What the hell is that?" And it's no, it's somebody who had a lot of wallets. They combined all the wallets and then they sold that. Then immediately I'm like, who in our community, you know, it's like taking advantage of. I'm not even kidding. If I find out someone in our community is doing that to everyone else, where they take advantage of, I mean, I can understand these other butt sniffing bottom dwellers. But I will publicly shame them. Yes, you know, you can sell if you want; it's your money. But inside a trade, you know, when you're taking advantage of people who you know are long-term hodlers and builders and stuff, what are you, man? You know, like, and they say it's not personal, it's just business. Till I rock up at your house and beat you personally. And I'll tune. No, it's not personal, it's just business. Yeah, I've always reminded when I was a teenager, I think, or not even a teenager, you know, I think I was 11 years old, and I had this hand pellet gun. And it's like a handgun, you push it in and you shoot the pellet. And this dude came and he said, "Listen, I want to buy it from you. I'll give you X amount, you know, a week." Then I go to his house and his mom says, "No, it's not here. It's not here." And I'm like, "Okay, well, can I just get my pellet gun back?" "No, it's not here." And then years later, like I find him and I'm like, "Yes, dude." That was like all I had. And he's like, "Well, it's not personal, it's just business." And then I thought, I will remember you. And I didn't get to do anything about it, but I still think about it now. I mean, it's okay not having money to pay something, you know, it's not always okay, but, you know, it's different when you, the beef full of, I don't know, Jax, you know, if someone doesn't
I'll
have the
buy
money,
you one day.
you're going to buy me a pellet gun. No, I'm just thinking of the pellet gun's not the issue. It's what he said.
Yeah.
You know, he said it's not personal, So there was an intentionality to his scumbaggery,
It's always personal.
Yeah. If someone says to me, "I'm sorry, man, I don't have the money," then I'm like, "Okay, no problem, man." Like, but if you hit me with, "Well, you should have known," or that kind of thing, then I think, okay, might not be in this life. It's just justification for thievery. Yeah. Like someone shuts down somebody else's business with some scumbaggery because they want the property. It's not personal, it's just business. I have certain murderous thoughts.
It's actually rooted in fear. It's like oh, I need to do this because otherwise I'm gonna lose out.
Yeah. Symmetrics. If someone murders someone because they were hired to do that, it's still kind of personal. Yeah. Everything's personal, man. If you do something that affects somebody else, it's personal. I've done a lot of things that I didn't want to do where I meant well, but it just didn't go right and it affects people on a personal level. Then I try and apologize to them on a human level. Often they don't want to hear it, but because it's so personal. So nobody's the bad guy in their own book, Like I've got no idea.
Well, don't take this personally, but I'm gonna love you and leave you, man.
Well, thank you, Jax. I mean, you stayed for much longer than I expected. It's really awesome having you around. So, okay, so Thursdays we'll make it property night. So maybe next Thursday you might have your website ready for show, eh?
We'll do as much as we can. We'll make as much as we can happen. Yeah, we'll do an 8 till 9. If anyone has any kind of questions or
what software are you using to make your website?
I use Nice Page, I think, but we'd have to have a chat to see what's the best thing moving forward.
Maybe in that Symetrics, in the Citamax chat there, just tell us what it is, how much it costs, blah, blah, blah. We'll make it a team problem. Because then if you build it out with a slotting system, where we can slot in the different NFTs to show accurately, what things cost, where they are, as much as possible.
Yeah.
It will be awesome.
That's for sure. Cool.
Great. Fine.
All right.
Just go and sleep.
Love to everyone.
No, same there.
To you.
Fine. Bye.
Okay, I'm not gonna rug you.
Oh, he's a legend there. Well, Rob, any final thoughts for the evening before we shut this bad boy down?
James the Funk.
I was asking if you have any final thoughts before we shut down for the evening.
I think my connection is going sandwiches here. Sorry, you were asking?
If you have any thoughts before we shut down for the evening. What new song is that, Symetrics?
No, I mean, just people's keeps this rolling, what keeps the features rolling, what keeps the progress going, you know what I mean?
Yeah. Just drag ourselves along.
Yeah. It's
So
like,
if any of you have won
the car doesn't run that well on no petrol.
Yes, that is the truth. That is a truth. Truth. And if any of you have won the lotto, go there to the the marketplace, buy that 5 or 10,000 or 2,500 or whatever thing, and then we'll celebrate you and weep and hold each other, and then we keep building the things. Let's see. Yeats is funny. He said he sent me the non-get into trouble with the wife version of Shakalaka Boom Boom. Let's go.
Shakalaka boom boom.
Hey, Senior Choice, this is your vibe.
Latin music is.
Yeah, I can smell the coffee from here. You can see the ladies shaking their bums and the dudes simulating irreverent acts during the Super Bowl.
Everybody jump. Lights go up, heat goes
Hey,
boom.
Shakira.
Body move to the boom. Hands up high, feel the bass. Sweat drip down on your face. Come with me, feel the sound. Round and round, up and down. Shakalaka boom boom, I want you in the room boom.
What?
Dance till the morning comes too soon. Shakalaka boom boom, make my heart go zoom zoom. We don't stop till the sun goes boom. Shakalaka boom boom, shakalaka boom boom.
What is this now?
Shakalaka boom boom, shakalaka boom boom.
I have to lower my ears.
Step to me, side to side. Move that waist, let it glide. Clap, 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 clap. Feel the floor. One more time, give me more. Close to me, feel the heat. Heartbeat on repeat. Shakalaka boom boom, I want you in the room room. Dance till the morning comes too soon. Shakalaka boom boom, make my heart go zoom zoom. We don't stop till the sun goes boom. Shakalaka boom boom, shakalaka boom boom, shakalaka, shakalaka, shakalaka,
Listen, this music, boom, 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 once you in my room. Senior Choice, is this why there's so many Latin Americans everywhere? Because it's this music.
Yes.
Everyone just
Yes.
like shaking bums and
Yes. That's why I had to go get my wife in the other side of the world.
it's like, I mean, it's just like, it's like a breeding music. Shaky, shaky, bum, bum. Rubby, rubby, tum, tum. You must warn me, Matrix, because Facebook is where all the like staunch Christian dudes are watching the show. So I need to you must warn me. Then I undo Facebook, stop streaming there. Then I put on all your naughty hummingbird and boom boom back to my room stuff. Yeah, if there wasn't music, proper music like this. I like all the red stuff there in the background. Operation Safe Place Defense, Blaze, X.com, Senior Choice. It looks cool, eh?
Yeah, I've been playing around with the layout, putting in the efforts to have our brand in there. Did you see how I designed the interface of the game, like the UI for the health bar and where uh,
Yeah, that
your
looks very cool.
commander displays. Yes, and then there's where the little choice comes out when I go live from time to time to play OSP and share the game on some game nights or some streams in the nights, late nights. There's many choice where the Citadel is located at the moment, and yeah, the chat
It looks
happens there
cool,
too.
man. I love it. It looks very cool. So, also, Matrix biblically, that's like, I know Song of Solomon is like very, very, very intimate, but still, I try and run a super tight ship because I'd like them to like me and not argue with them. I don't like to argue with people who are dogmatic in their beliefs. You realize that when someone is dogmatic, there's no more right and wrong. There's only dogma. A dogmatic belief is it doesn't have to make sense anymore. There's no right or wrong to it. There's no mute is a key. No, you just warn me and then I just say goodbye, on that one. Because I can end streams to different platforms here. So like now I know if the kids are going to visit me, I
Gotta
just
shut down pump.fun.
yeah, shut down pump.fun. We're going to play stuff like this. Because so on Facebook, I'm building the community for Only Believe. Yeah, so there's a massive distinction between a mature, foreknowledge, forewarned, yeah. So there's a massive difference between mature believers who have managed to rise above dogma. Senior Choice seems to be there. I don't quite know yet. I haven't seen him with a panga yet, so I feel safe. And then you get like the church and or the mosque, where they actually are not. They don't actually flogma. Exactly, it's really like that. They are so married to the belief system that they don't even care if they're right or wrong. They just defend their pastor or their imam's belief system, or it's like there's not even there's not even sanity involved anymore. So when I went to I've been to a bunch of Bible colleges. The first one I went to, so they taught you apologetics. So basically, apologetics is how to argue. And the three key people they taught us to argue with for Gospel Church was having conversations, Jehovah's Witnesses, Mormons, and Roman Catholics. And I was like, why are you training us to argue with these people? Because those are three hyper dogmatic faith centers. And then Senior Choice, one of them I went to, they taught us how to convert people from Islam. And again, it's dogmatic. It's a dogmatic belief system. It's like you cannot argue people in and out of dogmatic belief systems. You just have to kind of be as careful as you can, walk within the realm of not losing a relationship. Don't put righteousness on the altar of being right all the time, and try and win the heart and not the argument. And realize
That's
that not
exactly it.
everybody needs to be converted.
Yes, exactly. Like I always say, like I think in Islam it's called dawah. It's like when you are inviting others or spreading the message of Islam, right? And a single smile is already a form of dawah. Just making the world understand that Muslims are not terrorists, that they are not, these guys that hit their wives at home or bury them, uh, but that Muslims are also respectful people, kind, where that they were never told to do this nasty stuff or to say Allahu Akbar and blow up. It's already a form of dawah because you're already changing the misconceptions of people. And that's already telling them, oh, so it was not a religion that is preaching hate or preaching killing. It's a religion that also, it's preaching love each other, protect each other, honor values, respect. be welcoming, respect your neighbor regardless of their religion or beliefs. It's
But
about
don't you miss
understanding.
the days when I could dress up in armor, you could dress up in armor, and then we would like run at each other and
Nah,
throw
yeah, those
rocks
are
and
lame days because they are, killing each other
eh?
in the name of God, but it's the same God. Like, what are you even doing, bro?
No, but we don't have to kill each other. We can just like make loud noises and swing swords and
Yeah, that's fine.
yeah, you shout Allah Akbar, I'll shout praise the Lord. Everyone else around us is killing each other, and we're like, so how was your day? No, it was good.
You know, it's insane. Maybe they mentioned this movie, the one that I forget the name. But this was this Crusader guy who understood that, like, it's like Muslims were not the enemy. Like they've been there too.
Kingdom of Heaven.
There you go. Yes, and it's like, oh, these guys actually worship God. Is the same God that we worship, and they're respectful, and they are not the ones that are, bringing all the chaos and destruction or following orders of someone who is just behind political or, after some kind of power.
Yeah, all of that stuff. So first it was the Ottoman Empire's expansionist policies. They went up into Europe. Europe couldn't get all the people to they couldn't get the nations to band together to stop the advance of the that the first kind of jihad state. They couldn't stop them. So what they did was they got the Roman Catholic Church to say that anybody who goes and fights these guys, all their sins are forgiven. So all of Europe, which was very religious, then like they're all like woo, and then they got told any land that you take there you can keep, as a lord. And then so first it was defense, and then it became a holy war, and then it became reverse expansionism. Then it was about power. It always ends up,
Yes.
so like then so that whole thing with Balian. And look, I mean, Kingdom of Heaven is a mixture of oh my words, I made he says then the Ottomans became furniture makers. Yeah, so that movie Kingdom of Heaven is a mixture of like a whole lot of different times in history. Balian's actually from a different time. Sabella's from a different time. What was his name? Salahuddin. He's from a different time.
Saladino.
Yeah, Saladin. Yeah, so he is from a different time. But
Yes.
Ridley
They blend them all
Scott.
together.
Yeah, he wanted to take all the, because he likes doing that. So Ridley Scott, like with Robin Hood when he did that movie, he likes to take figures from similar times in history who are actually more protagonist than antagonist, and put them as the key figures, and then he'll put so protagonist is the good guy, antagonist is the bad guy. Then he'll put the antagonists as secondary characters. He likes to do that. So then he shows, okay, nothing is as simple as it seems at face value. There's always like those priests in Kingdom of Heaven who are like, okay, well, let's just convert to Islam. Let me see. Yeats now sent another song. Yeats! What is this? Okay, one more. This is about what we're talking about. Okay, fine. Man, just like cranks out tunes, man. He's a tune cranker. Protagonist. It's the main character. Yeah, you're right, Woodbug. And so is antagonist the other character.
questions, question all, screenshot truth, common bros. We follow the plan. It was always burning, since the world keeps turning. We follow the plan. Didn't read the footnotes, just reposted screenshots. CrossFit cults and keto hacks, juice cleanses, midnight snacks, cold plunge kings, sauna saints, biohackers fainting ranks, atheists preaching louder than God, Christians arguing which verses are, mega churches, crystal grids, prayer warriors, manifest kids. Left says progress, right says no. Center screams, please move slow. Vote red, vote blue, burn the polls. Everyone's sure they cracked the code. We followed the plan. It was always burning, since the trends kept churning. We followed the plan, swore we'd think it through, then joined a comment crew. Cancel culture, free speech wars, trigger warning, slam doors, pronouns lists, name debates. Everyone's offended, can't relate. Climate clocks, doomsday math, paper straws, private jets laugh. AI doomers, AI gods, robot art, human sobs, carnivore memes, vegan fights, eggs are murder, plants have rights, influencers selling peace, link in bio, inner beast. We follow the plan. It was always burning, since the feeds kept learning. We follow the plan. Didn't start the fire, just added gasoline, politely. Conspiracies with merch to buy, truth selling teas online. Wake up now, alarm goes off, snooze it twice, hit TikTok, ancient aliens, pyramids, quantum vibes, moon rituals, science bros and mystic moms, both convinced the other's wrong. Everyone's a chosen few, everyone's an expert too, fighting shadows, drawing lines, missing jokes, chasing signs. We followed the plan. It was always burning, since the humans learning. We followed the plan. No, we didn't make it, but wow, did we remake it. Turns out the plan was never real, just loud opinions, mass appeal, different facts, same old flavor.
laugh a little, unclench your fist.
Very emotional.
Awesome beats, always mob.
Very good, very good. And on that
GG's.
note, to all the mugtagonists out there. Gratis. You know, gratis means free.
Yes. Gratis.
Is it also gratis in
Spanish, yes. En el español.
That's interesting.
Grazie. Gratis. Similar. Thank you, mob. Gracias. You see, it was gratis.
Yes, gracias for the gratis gracia. Grazie.
There you go.
Gratuity, yes. Nice. Okay, thanks everybody. We will see you tomorrow. And all the way, try to have a nice day. Try and have a nice evening. And remember, you got to be a hodler. Be a hodler. You got to be a hodler.
Take care, Funky.
There. Go on. Hasta la pasta.
Hasta la vista, baby. Take care. Get well soon.
Adios, amigo. Yeah.